Yes. Scandinavia Island. Therianthropes are demi-humans whose shapes are between human and beast, mainly human though. They live on Mount Scandinavia in Scandinavia Island. Shipwrecked near Scandinavia Island 20 years ago, which led to the migration of humans and the construction of port city Pangaea. Therianthropes and humans avoided interfering with each other, so there was no conflict. But around 5 years ago, the humans of Pangaea encroached on the mountain to build their city of New Scandinavia. Since then, Therianthropes have fought humans to defend the land they lived on. More like to bully the encroaching humans who decided to place a fucking place of living there. Point of commerce. I mean, guys, just fucking welcome them for a change. Like, okay, they put a city on your island. Great. Go in there and take control over it. Don't fucking fight them like idiots. Anywho, let's continue. Most Therianthrope men were killed in battle and skinned for their furs, of which they don't have much. They are mainly, Well, actually, there are a few Therianthrope males that are not completely furred. Sorry, that are completely furred, like Oris, Elephant, and what's his name? Wolf comes to mind immediately. Maybe it's a how do you call it? A aged thing. If they are older, they get more furry, and no, that's stupid. They still have their human bone structure when they are young, so they need to go through quite intensive metamorphosis to turn into actual furries. So no, I think that is just bullshit. Or maybe there is a subclass or something, I don't know. Bullshit, that's what I call it. If they are going to turn into proper furries when they get older, which is bullshit, then they should start out as proper furries, but littler ones. Yeah. Anyway, this brutality demoralized the remaining men, who lost their will to fight and abandoned their home and family to run away to the continent, where the men live, who sold their fur for both them. The remaining women, children, and elderly Therianthropes had lost their main force, yet they still put all their strength into defending their home. From whom? However, they couldn't hold any longer. Scandinavia mountainside. Damn, says Shoys. The boy running with all his might towards the mountain top is the leader of the Therianthropes. He sought to drive off the humans who came to clear the forest and at the foot of the mountains, so he went to fight them with his fellow Therianthropes. But the humans had set traps there already, and the Therianthropes were counteracted and routed. Before their losses became too great, he ordered a retreat. However, they were pursued, and then sweet chaos scattered his forces. Yeah, about that. If you retreat and you cannot hold the enemy at bay, you are going to have more losses. Kind of. Well, if you stay there and fight until your death, then of course you're going to have more losses. But the problem is, if you just retreat without any rear guard to stop the enemy from advancing on you, then sorry, you are not going to get away with more men if you just, maybe try to fight them off and have them rout. Stuff like that. So basically, if you're routing, leave somebody there to die for you. That's the thing. Village at Mount Scandinavia. Are you okay? I'm glad you're safe, says Reindeer. Reindeer? Reindeer. Let's stick with reindeer. Damn, I messed up. I forgot to have a fucking rear guard to take our losses. Whoops. The girl treating Shay's injuries his childhood friend. They are still child. Who uses earth magic to heal apparently. She literally puts mud on your wounds to seal it up, and that's definitely going to get some infections in there, but who cares, you're fucking dogs anyway. In the most literal sense ever. She joined the previous battle as part of the rear guard. So you had a fucking rear guard. Could you tell me how the fuck you not leave them there, or maybe rear guard doesn't, you know, not actual rear guard, but people who you put on the rear in the formation because they have ranged stuff. Yeah, that makes more sense. That's not the rear guard. The rear guard is what is A, guarding your rear, usually other melee guys, because the problem with having just ranged guys in the rear is that cavalry is a thing. They can maneuver behind you and fuck them over, and usually ranged units are not really good at reacting to, well, getting attacked. And the earth mages are quite squishy, if you ask me. Now granted, in this game it's not really a deal, though it could be a deal, depending on the stupidity or geniusity, intelligence of the AI. If they can actually get somebody behind you, that's a problem. They usually don't though. They just go to the straight path towards the enemy. So you need to make proper rear guards. In the military sense, however, the rear guards are kinda sublime designation, because the rear guards are the people who are at the rear and guard you from getting fucked. So if you're changing direction, like you are running away from the enemy, suddenly the guys who were fighting the enemy in the front are becoming the rear guard. And those are the guys you should have left behind, so you don't get pursued. Anyway, Russell. Sorry, audible Russell. With rustling sounds, a Therian drop appeared from the bushes. Claw, you're okay too? Yeah, I barely managed to escape, you fucker. Why didn't you leave fucking guys to die? Also, what is up with your... Oh my god, I just realized he's holding that knife very fucking wrong. Unless it has a very stupid guard. Yeah. The thing that he's holding on to, it's not following a proper path. Like, yeah, the handle should start appearing between his fucking middle and ring finger. It's supposed to be poking out, considering perspective. Yeah, I'm bitching on the fucking art of the game because I started to steal it for nefarious purposes, of course, and I just noticed this bullshit. There was another thing, the red lizard man, the shirtless one. His hands are also a bit wonk. Anyway, this knife should be a little bit more up there and maybe having a bit poking through the top of the fingers right there. Because now he is technically holding on to nothing. Anyway, yeah, I barely managed to escape, you fucker. I'm sorry, my strategy was shit. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm 12 years old. It couldn't be helped, you're 12 years old and so am I. Actually, I'm just 8. But now, there are so few left who can fight. We should probably start conscripting babies. Yes. That is our limit though. If we even send the babies out, then we are literally using every population available for us. Also, how do we use the babies? Are we putting them in catapults or shooting them with knives? I mean, we are feral creatures, so it would kinda work. But the problem is if they make contact with the ground, then well, -1 soldier, I guess. With the absence of adults, few were able to fight properly, and their efforts were more like inconvenient mischief than resistance. Yeah, I wouldn't say that inconvenient mischief. Like, if they actually got around like 100 or so people to attack them, that's not mischief. If they are shooting bows and arrows. No, if they are using bows and arrows to shoot at people, then that's quite lethal. If they are using slings, that's also quite fucking lethal. Ask the Cretan? No, Balearic slingers, sorry. The Cretan archers were, I think. The slingers were from the Balears. Islands near Spain. Basically, they were a very renowned place for their slingers in antiquity and early medieval times. However, as shield and armor technology, or should I say, shield and armor availability increased, slings were kind of getting out of fashion because a wooden shield can protect you from slingshots usually. And also mail is kind of good at defending from it if first it comes at an angle, second if you have proper things under it. And in the medieval times mail armor was prevalent, so off it fagged. At least in the early medieval era. Early and mid. Plate armor just made it... plate armor kinda made everything else kinda irrelevant. But that's another thing, so... What was I getting at? Anyway, so... If they are shooting at, villagers and shit, then they are going to inflict damage. And since fire mages have, like, robes, I guess they are not resistant against their attacks, so yeah. Though to be perfectly honest, they are kind of stupid because they are using fucking knives and shit instead of bows and arrows or throwing stuff. Okay, they actually have rocks, but still, it's kind of stupid what they are doing. Anyway, hey, how about passing our situation onto the lizardmen who live in the marsh? What? Lizardmen who live in the marsh. You mean go to the mainland? Yeah, from what I heard, the lizardmen hate people who cause environmental destruction and eat them as a warning to others. Yeah, I don't like to go in places where people eat other people. Do you understand my reasoning? I kind of don't want to be eaten by lizardmen because I shit in the wrong bush. Anyway, that's probably with to make note if children behave. Nah, lizardmen do eat people. I don't think so. Cloud took out a book from his pouch. Okay, apparently an 8-year-old can read. The letters on the book cover spell History of the Empire, but Shays can't read them. Can you read the letters you may use? I can't even read the ones we use, because we don't use letters. We are fucking pre-civilization people, even though we have high industrial output, I guess. Semi-high. They have swords, basically, and knives. No, my mom read this book for me. Where did you find it? That Imperial. Oh, sorry. I snuck into the city office of the Port City Pacha and stole it. What's written in it? This book is about the history of the Empire, which dominates the center plane of the continent. Dominates. Very strong words. According to this book, about 40 years ago, the Empire set fire to the Elves Forest, which is still at where it is, so that fire was probably not that effective. In order to the other two imagine the horror wildfire as they listened. Then the lizardmen of the Marsh set fire to the capital of the Empire and slaughtered the entire royal family, leaving only a single direct descendant, not a direct descendant. Bitch. That is usually how inheriting works from a direct descendant. If you want to signify that it's only one, then put a single in there. Seriously? Is that true? Well, I'm not sure yet, but I'd rather go to the marsh than wait to be killed and skinned for fur. Don't worry, your fur is basically just a tail, 2 ears, and a weird nose. And maybe legs. I can't put the thing away so I cannot check. The marsh is so far away from here. Claw, are you going into the marsh by yourself? That's right, because this is my idea. Wait a minute, it's too dangerous for you to go there alone. Take this pouch of shit. If this is the only way, then I'm going with you. I guess me too. There is not anywhere else to go besides the cactus people who are definitely going to skin us for fur. Or at least our tails. Actually, Therianthrope tails. That could be a good, well, a good, as in thing you trade for. Oh, hi viewer, welcome to the den. But yeah, back in the day, beavers were, and every little animal, like even squirrels and other stuff that I forgot the English name of, were hunted down for their fur, in which mean I their tails. And these tails were used to line to have a line on the caps and shit, or to have them dangling from the caps, because it was a status symbol. So maybe when they are telling about selling their fur, they mean their tails, because they are kinda big, they are kinda diverse, and I guess it could be a status symbol to have killed a Therianthrope, these feral creatures. Even though they kinda look like humans with extra bits, but details. The people in the mainland are not going to know. Anyway, but who will be from here? Nobody, we are fucking nomads, you idiot. We could all go there as refugees, like a large-scale migration. If we want to go to the marsh, then we have to go through... But I don't think the humans will let us through so easily. Won't it be scary if everyone goes? Most of us may be killed, but if at least one of us can reach the marsh with our message, then we are going to be left with a single solitary member of our species, so we are going to die the fuck out. It's not a good plan. That night the Therianthropes gathered and deliberated, okay, about asking the lizardmen of the marsh for help. Because no one opposed it, half decided to head to the marsh, while the rest remained in the mountains. Next morning. Well, let's go. Okay. Claw, take care. I guess she's her mother. They kinda look the same. Thanks, Mom. Told ya. I'm sure I'll be back with the lizardman on our side. Or die trying. Aunt Collie. Okay, she's aunt, so I guess they are related. I'll leave everything to you while we are gone, because you're literally the only adult around here. Hope you are going to make at least semi-competent decisions about, well, living. Don't worry, I'll protect the mountain, by which I mean I'm going to run away with everybody else from the slightest of dangers until you come home. After which we can all run away, like actual fucking guerrillas. Collie is Claw's mom. Don't you fucking say. And an earth magic user, and Claw's dad, who was killed in the previous battle, was former leader of the Therianthropes. She's gentle with a caring personality, so at first glance she seems to have no fighting ability, which is bullshit because she's a fucking earth mage. She can make the fucking ground under you not be ground anymore. She isn't faced by anything tough and is very capable. I wish she could go there without anyone getting hurt, but it's a very stupid thought, to be perfectly honest. We are definitely going to get slaughtered, and yeah. Hope I'm going to survive, so I can at least have some diplomatic ability to talk to the lizardmen, because you guys are kinda stupid. And maybe so am I. But at least I have a snatch. Chase gathers his forces and headed for neither the people living in Port nor the Tharian troops were aware there was an unexpected visitor. Food side of Mount Scandinavia. This is Mount Scandinavia. It's not bad, but humans are building a new city here. What a shame this place is too good for humans. Because we are Zunds. We fucking hate humans and we are not going to let them live anywhere they wish. We are not going to accept them. We are not going to form bonds with them. Work together with them. Oh no, fuck cooperation. Racial supremacy is what we are after. Okay. I did diplomacy in this game. Like, I don't know what is the problem with humans in the eyes of the elves. Okay, the Reynald Empire burned down the forest. Why are then they not angry against the Reynald Empire? I don't know if you have noticed, but there is the Cactus people, there is Alcatraz, there is Musket, there is the Knights of Canis, there is the Dragon Riders, whoever the fuck they are. And I think there is another faction, but I might be wrong, who are also humans. So yeah, there are a lot of people who are humans that are not actually against you. So I debate. Anyway, the Amgurv defied tradition in Austria forest 50 years ago and now wanders the world. Miso soup. What are you planning? And the timid demon boy, no, I had been summoned by Misa. How? And had a disadvantageous contract to serve her in a good faith until her death for a single copper coin. How did you do that? Was he a baby when she summoned her it? Like, seriously? How did you manage to do that? Anyway, I've decided this mountain will be mine. I will make love to it, and you are going to watch and maybe participate. And it will be Misaland. You mean Miso soup? Yeah, I will build the biggest castle in all of the world. Miso soup, you are stupid. It's not going to happen. You are supposed to be my servant. How dare you say that? I'm sorry, but you are retarded. Actually, this is a good opportunity for us. From what I heard, the humans and Theriatrons fought each other recently, and the Theriatrons were killed and processed for fur. Possibly their tail fur. I don't want to take advantage of their weakness. I want to take advantage of your weakness and get the fuck out of this contract for a single copper coin. Also, when are you going to get that fucking single copper coin? You bitch. I want food. And bitches. Other bitches than you, of course. Oh, how dare you to say that again? I'm going to spank you with this big ass rod. Sorry, broom. You're a demon, aren't you? It's not like you make my wishes come true anyway. Russell. Ugh. Therian tropes appear one after another from the bushes. Therian tropes? Oh, there are so many. So many furs actually. They are not as furry as I thought. They only have fur on their fucking tails. I guess they were processed for fur in bulk because of this. Yocto was frightened by so many Therianthropes, and the Therianthropes were taken aback by a strange race they had never seen before. You are not a human or a human cosplaying as something else. Those strange ears. You're an elf, aren't you? Yes, I'm an elf with high magical power, as you can see by me levitating on this broom. I also can make you levitate on my broom, if you choose so. Please levitate on my broom. What made you come to this island? World conquest. She's wanting to sell your furs and eat the humans as well. She's kind of ambitious and the other bad words. Crazy, yeah, bitch. Also sightseeing. Yocto escort quickly before Miso soup could say something to anger them. If that's your only reason, then I think you should leave this island quickly. I decide my own life choices, you bitch. You are not my mother, father, and everybody else that shunned me. What are you trying to do with so many people, I wonder? And they are only kids. Hey, you are a kid too. Don't have to tell you outside the... I can't speak, sorry, I'm a kid. I don't have to tell you outsiders, but you aren't citizens. Whatever, we are going to the marsh. It's our last hope. Why did I tell you that? Fuck. Wait, Shays. Why did you tell them? You idiots, you told me your secrets. Hahaha, the marsh, last hope. This mountain will soon be destroyed by the humans and their city. Yeah, the city is going to grow fucking legs and walk over to your mountain and eat it. It's kind of the same stupid words, phrases. Fuck. Used in propaganda and political messages. Fuck. I mean, the politicians say Hungarian politicians say the same about the European Union, like, let's stop Brussels and shit. Like, you know, the city. Because the city, Brussels, is going to grow fucking legs and come over Hungary and steal jobs and shit on the statues or something. It's kind of stupid. Anyway, we will lose our home. Before that happens, we want to tell the reservants so they will punish the humans. After we will die. Yeah, this survival plan of ours is not really that competent, to be perfectly honest, but this is our last hope. Dots. You are stupid. Did you hear that, Yokto? Yokto. Yogurt. I'm going to call you Yogurt from now on. He's called Yogurt? Question mark, exclamation mark. That's so funny. Claw, stop. You have a better name than them. You are better than them. Why are you laughing? It's simple. If you bees go visit the muscleheads living in the marsh, then they would see you as lambs coming to the slaughter. The grown-ups were processed into fur and the kids will be processed into meat. I think everybody is going to be processed into meat, but the grown-ups will have their furs stripped away as well. And considering that they lizardmen, they might as well skin the fucking people. I mean, it's good leather material, semi-good leather material. It's a big animal, humans, that is. You bastard! With tears in his eyes, Klaus tried to hit miso soup, but Shays gripped him tightly. Tried to hit her with what? His fists, his legs, his head, his fucked up knife? You say that, but this is the only option we have left. Well, we could also try to make a defense, but okay, that's kind of stupid, to be perfectly honest. We could try guerrilla warfare. I mean, to be perfectly honest, medieval armies were kind of prone to guerrilla warfare. They couldn't really deal with that. They were more concerned about taking lands and cities and stuff like that, which if you don't have, because you're living like nomadic lifestyles, like the Scythians did, or the Mongols did, or whatever the fuck lived on the steppes did, then congratulations. A stereotypical medieval army is not going to be able to do shit to you, because you can't just fucking move your population somewhere away. They are not going to have crops and shit and supplies supplies put in storage because you move the fucking storage. So they are going to have supply problems, logistical problems. They are not going to be able to show achievements to their people who are, you know, fighting in their fucking armies that we managed to drive them off or we managed to take the city, because there is no city and driving them off just means they are going to attack you at a later date. Which is why most traditional European armies fucked up when they went to the Eastern Steppes. Because there were no cities to plunder, no cities to take over, no places to claim your own. And if you started to put your own cities there, then congratulations, the fucker are going to come back and raise it. The nomads, I mean. So the best course of action for Shay is to be starting to go nomad, which they are kind of more capable of doing because, you know, half beast. I guess they are at least feral and know the land. Anyway, so they should do that and wage guerrilla warfare against the humans who are going to have logistical problems going further into their territory, and then they are not going to go further in their territory. Also, I don't know the surrounding lands of city, but if they successfully raise them, you know, maybe in the night or something, then congratulations, whatever the fuck the guys were trying to eat are not going to, so they are going to need to rely on import food, which is kind of crap, because if you make fucking ships and do the same thing, raiding their coastline, doing piracy, then congratulations, you are going to starve out the fucking city, which means people are going to emigrate outwards, possibly back to the mainland, because fuck this shit, I'm not dealing with feral fucking furry creatures eating our shit, raising our crops, and destroying our ships. Life is shit here, it's not good for me, I'm leaving. That is going to be the main thinking of the people. So, yeah, what we are doing right now is kind of stupid. Anyway, we have no way to win if we fight back. Yeah, the way you are fighting back is actually as such, but again, don't fight back normally. Anyway, no way to win. Oh, there is. Is she going to tell them the very thing I just told them? Miss also brushed her hair back proudly. Question mark. Really? Thump! Miso poked the yogurt's head. This isn't the time for your back talk, bitch. Sorry. Because there is a musical note in there. In short, you left this genius mage join your side. You should let this genius mage join your side. Yes, I can read. Dots. No. If you become our ally, then we can turn the tables. Exactly. Misosu, what are you doing? I don't think there is a chance of winning. I don't want to be involved in any conflicts if possible. I kinda hate running for my life or getting raped by random people because my cute boy face. You are lying. Someone like you can't do that. Well, if you want to know my ability, there, girl. Misosu pointed a finger and straight at a random reindeer in the forest. Me? No, the other reindeer. Yes, you bitch. You seem to have the most magical knowledge in your group. I'm not very knowledgeable, but it's certainly true. I'm the one who summoned Yogurt here and made him my servant for a single copper coin. Because he was a baby, and I was a bitch. You summoned this boy. Exclamation mark. He has horns. Yeah, this is definitely the Mondokon cosplayer. Oh shit, no way, he's a demon. Question mark. Exactly. Now, do you understand my ability? Dots. Yeah, you are kinda bitch. Hey, reindeer. What does that mean? Shay says it's true they are not ordinary people. They are exceptionally bad people. Like, okay, at least one of them. The bitch. Dots. Do you really think you can fight off the humans? Of course. I possibly have some bullshit special ability. Wait, no, no, they don't. I actually checked that. Exclamation mark in gray. I may just listen to your plan. Here, in this bush. If we talk here and also take care of our physiological problems, namely that I need to shit, we may be found by humans. I take you to our village on the mountaintop. Game trail. Okay. To Mount Scandinavia. Hey! He's all soup! What are you going to do? I'm lucky. I'm sorry. I'm lucky. If all goes well, I will get soldiers who will work in miso soup land. How are you going to beat the humans? I haven't talked about that yet. First of all, it's important to make them my loyal soldiers. I thought so. You are sloppy. Especially down there. We are here. Village at Mount Scandinavia. Here. Let's hear your plan. Very well. Aren't you going to serve tea and sweets to the cute and praiseworthy elf who would be your consultant? We don't have such luxuries. Don't be silly. You don't deceive us like that also. I am more magical than you because I can hold this fucking knife even though there is nothing that I can hold on to. Stop it, Claw. You're defying physics. Okay, this is kinda getting weird. Thank you very much for coming all this way. Collie brought tea and nuts. Collie brought these nuts on the tray. I don't know if you like them, but you are going to eat them. You are going to use your mouth on my nuts. But these are for you. Mom, don't give them your nuts. They are mine. Ah, thank you so much, Lump. Wow, they are so delicious. Hey, wait, are you literally going to eat those women's nuts? Are you nuts yourself? You are eating ahead of me, plain fool. Could we return to your plan? No, I'm eating nuts now. Oh, sorry, yeah, okay. First, I want you to understand our army strength and the enemy strength and the plans as far you know. As far as you know. Yes. Miso Soup spoke with authority as if she was a great commander. Her style of talking overwhelmed the Therian troops who were mostly in the age between 6 and 12. Alarming out of dots. First of all, our army is non-existent. I see. It's hopeless. Now I understand your desire to commit mass suicide in the marsh like lemmings. Stop it, Miso Soup. Even if you're right and they actually agree with you, it's kinda rude to talk it like so broadly. Instead, you should use weird in-between words, like, you know, regarding a certain plague. Grrr, I'm horny. Wait, no, you are horny and I'm wolfy. Yes. Huh? You bastard. You are going to be my bastard. In the bed? Well, okay. We actually don't have beds, but we have spots that we sleep on. Well, slightly fluffy because we shed our fur. Yeah. Claw couldn't control his lust and jumped on Miso Soup. Miso Soup grabbed the yogurt sitting next to her as a shield to defend against Claw's grabbing hand. Chomp. Oh! My hand! Oops, I used my mouth instead of my hands. How truly embarrassing and most disgracing of me. Please spank me, Daddy. I am sorry. Take this. Spank. Miso Soup caught Claw off guard and spanked him in the ass, down straight with a right to his left ass cheek. Okay, this is getting weird and horrible. What have you done, Miso Soup? You are relenting to your base urges, and so to his. I can speak English sometimes. It usually revolves around keeping my sentences short and not stupid like this. Stop necking. It was a justifiable self-defense of horny retribution. Yes. You took me as a shield. Justifiable. Yes, you are meat, and thus I can use you as meat shield. You should have defended me before I took you as a shield then, don't you think, little bitch? Actually, you should have started the move against the guy yourself. You should have been the one chomping on his arm, maybe. Or worse, slightly licking their nipples and shit. No, thank you. Alarming out of dots. Could you guys stop fucking in the... strategy meeting. This fight was started by class, so I overlook it. Return to the main topic quickly. Favoritism match? Oh my. Understand our strengths, so I explain how to win after 1 hour break. After a 1 hour break in which we are going to relent to our desires of taking a fucking shit because we just ate too many nuts. Until then. Let's go, yogurt. Right. Yogurt ran to the unconscious claw and held his hands over Claw's left ass cheek to treat the bruise with light magic. Sorry that my master is so horny. Hornier than me, even though I possess extra fucking corners. Yogurt said one word of apology and ran after Miso Soup. Do you think we can trust them? Definitely not, but she's mage and that's technically going to increase our magical capacity by 33%. I don't know yet, but it's clear that they are not ordinary people. The demon uses light magic and the elf uses dark magic. There is no doubt they are capable of fighting. Game trail of Mount Scandinavia. So, where are you going? Where are you going? Sorry. We are going to leave this island. Because we can't win with such a weak army. I never thought there was such a big difference in strength. In that case, you shouldn't have stopped them. You should have let them go to the marsh. If they went to the marsh, there's no doubt they would become an all-you-can-eat fresh meat buffet for the lizardmen. Okay, and? Anyways, we'll leave it as it is. No, I won't. You mocked their determination, took advantage of their hospitality, smacked that 8-year-old ass cheek like it was nothing, and you are just going to leave? Yogurt, are you saying you won't obey my order? Yogurt shook his head with tears in his eyes. I can't obey this. I will fight on their side. With that said, Yogurt turned his back and started running back towards the village. Wait, you little bitch. Miso Soup followed Yogurt. They bluffed us, just as I thought. Shaze says was watching what happened from the shade of the tree. Shade of a tree. I wouldn't have blamed them if they had run away. Village at Mount Scandinavia. Bitch, you are using the same fucking picture for a singular thing. I can tell it by just the picture now. You don't need to say it every fucking time. 1 hour later, Miso Soup and Yogurt were back at the meeting place as they said. We have everybody know what is your plan of attack. Well, my idea is to divide our army into 3 groups, with one of the groups being a diversion. Hey, listen, hey, listen, hey. Are you sure we can succeed with such a common tactic? It's such a makeshift strategy. Guys, do you realize that we didn't have a strategy before, so it's kind of 100% better than what we were trying to do beforehand? Also, is this going to work? It seems to me that it's only a childish strategy, especially because I could come up with that and I am a child. I see. So that's your plan. Question mark, exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Are you sure? What? I'm amazed. I never thought you had such deep comprehension. For a 12-year-old. I mean, the grown-ups could probably make something even better, but I'm such a lowly child that I cannot tell from good plan to bad plan. I think this will work. If it doesn't go well, nothing else will either. Are you kidding? Well, you are technically a kid, so you cannot do anything but kidding. You really think such a childish tactic will work? Says the 8-year-old child. That's rude, 8-year-old child. Well, she doesn't understand the home field advantage and specific abilities of Therian troops yet, so it won't go as well. Bleh. So it won't go well as it is, but it's okay for the most part. What? Are you really sure? Even I, an 8-year-old boy, can tell that this is bullshit. Even though it's kinda not. Dividing your forces when you're trying to go through the enemy land is a very sound tactic, to be perfectly honest. Having 3 groups though is kinda low. I mean, you need to balance survivability and diversion, because if you have more groups coming from different directions, then obviously the enemy is going to have more time dealing with each of them, because there is more of them. However, if the groups themselves are too small that they are not going to put up too much of a fight, then the enemy is going to go through them very easily, and the time you would gained through having multiple groups is diminished, because they are going through the groups faster, and thus they have either the same time or even more at their hands now. Anyway, if Shays says so, fuck you. I honestly don't know, but I have no choice but to believe in Shay's judgment, because I am too just a 12-year-old. I guess girl, though you could be a trap. Dots. If Shays is going with this, then so am I, because we kinda need to stick together. I'm not against his decision, I'm just against everything else the bitch says. And there are no alternatives that I can think of are better, but besides begging for our life. Actually, why didn't we try that? Begging for our life, begging for like acceptance. I mean, even as slaves would survive better than dying in mass. Anyway, Chloe and Reindeer weren't satisfied with his decision, but they agreed with it. Why did you do that? Do what? Why did you support my plan? I thought you would be the first to point out its faults. Even though it's actually a good plan. Yeah, I'm just as stupid as you. You could have run away. Exclamation mark. Well, actually fly away, but well, we couldn't blame kids, fuck you. Kids who come back despite the danger, could we? Your mother is a fucking kid. I'm a 100 years old elf, which, okay, technically it still means kid in our society, but in yours we are fucking ancient, bitch. I probably have outlived your grandfather, especially because they were killed in that fucking war, bitch. I am Mizo Sub, the fucking antediluvian dark magic user. Whatever titles I can spell. Summoner of yogurts and destroyers of ass cheeks. To be honest, I don't want to go to the marsh, but I didn't have any alternative. Well, besides doing actually sound tactics and utilizing guerrilla warfare. If we had gone to the marsh, it's true we would have been eaten, isn't it? Yeah, lizardmen are ferocious and will hunt down before talking. Elves in the forest are often hunted. How? Then I ask you again, will you fight with us? Even if you leave, I won't hold it against you, because you can fly off and we don't have any anti-air capability. I'm going to fight, honestly, I'm so scared, but I'm going to fight, because it's better than getting raped, I think. But I don't want to live without doing anything. I can back down after what I've said, because my ego doesn't let me. Okay. Weird, but okay, let's make our strategy even better. I've experienced a series of defeats, so I think this tactic is too reckless. Right, okay. But there is a chance to win. What? No, there is 2 great mages outside. Yeah, plan. Plan is going to happen. Oh yeah, even if there are a lot of humans, my magic will kill them in a flash. Why do you always... Shut up. That night, Shays Miss and Yoko discussed the upcoming battle. I will retake the island. Yes. Also, the thing about dividing our troops into multiple groups. Yeah, it didn't work, we just fucking Zerg trashed them. Anyway, Port City. We managed to win. The humans escaped with their ships, besides the one we killed on the waters. I was very ferocious in that battle. Did you hear me asking for their death, their suffering, their blood, their meat in my mouth? I was very, very enthralled in the slaughtering of those humans. Yes, yes. I was very ferocious. Pet me. I am more a beast than a man. Or boy. Some of them failed to escape though. Yes, they did. And I was there. And we did such horrible things to them. Mainly eating them alive, their children alive in front of their faces. Yes. I kinda guess we kinda deserve to be hunted down, but still. I gathered the remaining humans over in one place, and then. Alright, you don't need to finish the fucking sentence, you fucking psychopathic bastard. What's going on here? Everyone who failed to get away are women and children. But, just like us. His feeling was beyond the description when he saw the frightened humans. Hey, do you want to be food? What? I will give you a ship loaded with food and water, namely you. So gather everyone here and go wherever you want. What? The remaining humans boarded the ships with weird disdain in their face. Not disdain, embezzlement on their face. Onto the ship, one after each other. You are so naive. Yeah? If you were me, what would you do? Duh, eat them. I would enslave them also. And if someone defies my order, I would execute them by eating them. Chase punched the miso soup's head with his fist. Which probably would have made several problems. Like, I don't know if you have watched MMA fights or boxing matches, but if you actually punch somebody in the fucking head really hard first, you might even break your fingers. And what is definitely going to happen if you are actually punching with a real force behind it is concussion, or at least brain wiggling, which is actually, to be perfectly honest, not the brain sloshing around in there, but the expanding, the opposite of expanding, and expanding in a wild manner, usually in the same way as the same direction as the force is going. So yeah. What are you doing? Maybe you were kidding, but if you say that again, I will get angry and eat your leg. Ow! Concussion hurts. But I understand now. You are my oh glorious overlord, and I'm going to be your knife-eared elf bitch. Yes, on the broom levitating, using my farts. Yeah, that's my trick. I use farts to levitate. My bubbles are infinite. And your nostrils are full of it. I hope this will make this island peaceful, because I will certainly don't. By the way, why is the yogurt? Deport. Hey, please don't make those noises if they are actually very weird, coming from a 6-year-old girl with a fucking teddy bear. What are you doing, yogurt? I definitely not doing pedophile stuff. Yeah, miso soup. This girl got separated from her parents, and I felt the urge. I mean, sorry, she said she wanted to search for them on the ship, and when they left, and then they left her behind in my care. Yeah, this is definitely natural. Nothing bad is happening after this. Yes. Ah, they decided it was too troublesome. I mean, I would do the same, because I'm a bitch. They were worried for their own child and wouldn't stop for it. They were worried for their own children and wouldn't stop for a child they didn't know. Oh, sorry, the other people instead of their parents, okay. Yes, so I will search with her. What? Is this a scam? Are you going to do horrible stuff to the children when my eyes are not laid upon you? Don't be silly. My eyes are always upon you. I actually cast a fucking hex on your ass. Silly? That's terrible. Miso Soup grabs the yogurt's clothes and separated him from the girl. Look here, it's sure but her parents will were killed in battle if she got separated from them. We don't know that yet. I mean, seriously. There were kind of a lot of survivors. Wait, actually there wasn't. Hehe. If the parents who tried to save themselves left the girl behind are alive, they are good for nothing parents. You may be right, yeah. Wait, why are you telling me this? Weren't you trying to stop me from doing horrible stuff to these children's private places? Yeah, I'm kinda shut up. Oh. Also, might we have killed her parents? I mean, we were in the battle and at least she probably had a father who might have served in the militia that we let be devoured by that weird 8-year-old with a certainly unnatural bloodlust. Exclamation mark. That's why. Well, Miso Soup crossed her arms with a worried expression and then... My mommy is gone? She's not going to slap me in the ass anymore? Am I going to have an actual fucking childhood with good memories and shit? What? No, I'm definitely going to be worse than her, but still. Oh, so yeah, no, we don't know that. Mommy! I'd rather have someone I know doing bad things to me than someone that I don't. You are too loud. They are actually going to hear you and separate you from us. Don't cry, don't cry. Or, well, actually, cry. On me. You're actually waist height. Yogurt hugged the girl in a hurry and stroked her head very gently and furiously as a matter of fact. I know. Miso Soup clapped her hands once. Did you come up with a good idea? No. Let's leave her to Shays. What? You always leave it to others. Why do you have a picture of that bastard in your fucking office? Anyway, city office. I mean... Oh, how it's called actually? Town center. No, not that. Well, technically the town center, but there is an office in the town center. The... Not ministry. How it's called? My English is failing me. Fuck. Anyway, city office of Port City. She was left behind. What are you going to do? Well, I'm definitely not going to do weird ass horny shit to her because I'm actually into older women, like 40 years old. Also, well, I don't care if we take her in and raise her, but when she grows up, she will regard me as an enemy because of what happened. I think. I mean, we possibly kinda killed her father, like, she kinda looks like the guy Claw eats alive, starting with the face. So yeah, if that rumor is going to go around, and it definitely will. I mean, the fuck is up with Claw? He's fucking psychotic. We should probably put him on a leash and give him dog tags and start calling him something like Brown or Barna. Yeah, we call our fucking dogs Barna, I just realized. Or Spotty or something like that. Yeah, we should definitely dehumanize him. Or, sorry, de-civilized... speciesizes. But we cannot dehumanize him because he's not human, he's therianthrope. De-therianthropize him? Why do you have so fucking lengthy names for things? Just call yourself furries. Like, actually, in the universe it wouldn't be a problem. Like, you don't have actual furries, you know, people who wear skin suits or skin-like suits to do yiffy. You have actual fucking people with furs on them growing as a natural part of their body, so why the fuck you are not just call them furries in your universe? Why therianthropes? Also, I think that's regarding their wolf-like thing or something. No, that would be lycanthrope. What is therian then? Anyway, so yeah, that. Isn't it a question of how we raise her? Yeah, problem is, rumors are going to go around. And if she learns that her father was eaten by one of our comrades, who is also fucking was 8 when it happened, it's going to be problematic. I mean, I'm 12 years old, you are 12 years old. How the fuck you don't see this problem? Anyway, I don't want to execute a kid, neither her or Cla, because, you know, we are actually related. So we'll take care of her for now. But if she shows any signs of, well, you know, wanting to have revenge on Cla, we probably have to put either of them down, which is going to be very problematic because, you know, that is going to reduce our fighting strength to 50% or something. Anyway, for the time being, all I managed to learn is that her name is Layla Herceglu. Princess Layla, sorry. But it just rolls off the tongue. If you watched Star Wars back in the day when it came out, not back in the day when it came out because I was non-existent then, but soon afterwards, like, my childhood was, holy shit, this is Star Wars, it's kinda cool. Afterwards I learned about 40k and learned that Star Wars is not that cool. Anyways, because of that, when I hear or say Layla, I immediately think Herceg, princess, after it, because I just cannot think that name as otherwise than describing that character. So anyway, it's hopeless to search for her parents with only her name, and also it's kinda hopeless to search for her father because I kinda think Claw eat him. Like, she is of striking resemblance of that man. We can't stop searching for her parents. Maybe they are looking for Layla even now. I don't think so. If they had loved her, they wouldn't have abandoned her. You know, it's not a actual thing that you are running for your life in the port. You are tugging your children because, I don't know, you are having to hold your everything in the other hand, and that's kind of making you unavailable to hold her instead. And some asshole bumped into you, you released because, you know, reflex. Or she just slipped out because your hands were steady or something. And then in the cavalcade of people going well, in a singular direction but in different paths, you can get separated from them very easily. You are kidding me. Click. Audible click. The door opens and Cloud rushes into the room. Oh my gosh, Shaze, what should we do? I eat her father. What's the matter? I've been examining the new Scandinavia development project with my mom. And someone behind the scenes gave instructions and invested money into this. Like, you know, possibly a faction or something. So this project has a mastermind. Yeah, if it wouldn't, you wouldn't have a fucking city popping up. You would have random colonies popping up first, and then a city maybe. Which takes decades, if not centuries. Just saying. The mastermind is a deputy prime minister. How do you have prime ministers in a fucking empire? How? Minister is a thing in democracies, I think. Magisters were a thing. But still, you don't have a fucking prime minister, I think. I'm not actually well versed in this, but I kinda am. Medieval and antique political bullshit is actually really interesting if you dig down to it. But I think ministers are a modern thing, or at least a democracy thing. Prime ministers are definitely a democracy thing. Sorry, not democracy thing, a modern thing, but prime ministers in medieval empire, no. Magisters maybe. Also, he kinda looks like the Pope. So maybe you could have gone with that. Anyway, and it appears to be strengthening its military to conquer the continent. In other words, instead of disorganized human coming again, we could be invaded by the Imperial Army very far away from us, who actually need to go through the fucking elves and the lizard folk. So if we could have actually managed to make an alliance with the lizard folk, they would have already fought the Reynald Empire, and our possibly suicide would be in vain if we didn't actually just zergrush their fucking city like we did. Anyways, the Empire is surrounded by enemies, so I don't know if they can even get here. Good point, 8-year-old soldier. We can't expect them to fall to ruin on their own though. Like, they're definitely going to start expanding in our direction, even if it's going to take them a lot of time. So we need to prepare at least. We will have to get stronger. But how? 100 push-ups, sit-ups, and 10 kilometers of running. Also, you might want to recruit more soldiers. Also, easy. Expand your territory and enhance your nation's strength. Okay, but how do you do the enhance the nation's strength? All the other countries are doing it, right? The invasion thing. You can defend your own country if you hesitate to attack other countries, and yeah, that's kinda true. I mean, isolationism didn't work out for any nation at all. Look at the Japanese, for example. Oh, we are going to live in isolation for 200, 300 years? We are not going to let Europeans into our country. We are going to just limit them into a single city, and we are going to live in peace and semi-harmony, even though we have a lot of infighting afterwards within our little island, and the only external foreign policies and shit we are going to do is going to be with the Chinese. Afterwards, which the Americans, who were kind of assholes, just as like back then, just as like today, decided to fucking invade them. You know, get in there with a fucking armada with their goddamn ironclads, who can just, you know, ignore whatever the fuck the Japanese can throw at them, and said, "You are ours now." That's it. And they made Japan kind of a puppet state, and took the most favorable trade deals with them, basically exploiting the country. So yeah, isolation is not going to work out. I just say that. Especially if they're kind of island nation, just like Japan. So yeah, this is a very good analog. Only a race who lives in the sticks thinks they can defend their territory without invading ours. You are right, we need buffer countries. There is no way we can hesitate. Let's take the countries the Reynald Empire wants before they do, and then we are going to have their strength against the Reynald Empire instead of the other way around. Yeah, that kind of sounds right. If the Empire is really pulling the strings behind all this, I want to crush it with my own balls. You have a weird way of saying things, Shaze. I guess that's why you have that name. Also, you are very ambitious. By the way, what are you going to do? We find ruined their plan to build a new Scandinavia. Now our request is complete. Well, you will need these genius strategies from now on, won't you? I'll give you the favor of helping you for a while longer. If you talk like that, I'm going to beat your left nipple. We don't want your help. Yeah, we kinda need a genius strategist. Please continue to take care of us. Which is code word for I need your fucking magic prowess, bitch. And if you are going to go away, we are going to have the other magic prowess, bitch, at your throat. And also a lot of very angry child soldiers tearing you apart. Like, look at Chloe. He's fucking psychotic. He is ready to eat your everything, starting with the face, whilst you are still alive and screaming for it to stop. And we are not going to stop him, because we are afraid of him now. It's my pleasure. Sorry, not the getting devoured thing, the... Yeah, okay, sorry, I'm into war. Let's put that on the table. Also, I'm going to lead you now. Okay, bye. Why did you say that, Shays? What? That you are a psychotic asshole who eats people's faces? Maybe you shouldn't eat that malicious man's face and the rest of his body while he was still alive, and now we have her fucking daughter on our fucking hands. Also, she has nowhere to go and can't be honest with how she feels. She must be a runaway girl, just like us. Well, okay, we are not a runaway, we were nomad before, but details. Well, I can imagine her feelings. Okay, I can't, I'm a psychotic bastard, but I can't accept her attitude, because it makes me angry and want to eat her face. I want you to give her some time. We need an advisor, not advisor, you fucker, who knows the world outside of our lands. Dots. If you say so, Shays. Call the event, of course. City office of Port City. Shays moved Lion's headquarters from the village at Mount Scandinavia to the city office in Port City. They decided to invade other countries in the continent plagued by the war. They needed ships to sail across the seas, so the port city became their stronghold. The human culture left behind in the port city was something which had to be learned. It was inevitable the base would move from Mount Scandia to Port City. This sentence here is unimportant. But we still haven't resolved our shortage of manpower. I think we did. You guys are the easiest to recruit guys. Like, seriously. Cheapest fucking manpower in the game. Anyway, we had a small number of people to begin with, and most of us were killed or run away because of the new Scandinavia development project. Dots. Shays, why don't you ask those who aren't already in Lion to participate in the war? It was as if Reindeer had read Shay's mind. Did you fucking read my mind? Bitch, have you intruded into my will? No. If you do that, it's the same as forced. You're right. Click. A therianthrope walked into the room. Hello, I'm sorry to bother you. Are you busy, Shays? Oh, Aunt Collie, yes, I'm available. For whatever you need. Or want. Has Claw been helpful? Her voice was gentle and calm. Yeah, about your son. He's a psychotic bastard who has enjoyed eating the face of still living people while they are screaming for their mercy. I think there is something wrong with him. Also, he has been always helpful. I really trust him as far as he's really far away from me and I don't have to actually see that damage he does to the enemy. Could you do me a favor? A favor? She may want to take Law out of my army. It is natural for a mother who lost her son. To be perfectly honest, considering the Claw's violent tendencies, I might just do that. Could you add me to your army? Bitch, what? We adults can't let the children fight alone, so I want to fight alongside them. But you're supposed to be smart and shit. What are you doing? I can use magic too. And oh yeah, that actually makes sense. Exclamation mark. Polly said nothing more, as if she could raise his mind regarding the shortage of manpower. Dots. 8. You can count on Claw and me. Especially on me, because Claw is kind of... I know about him. I know everything about him. I kind of sent him to your army, so he is going to relieve his violent tendencies on the enemy instead of me. I'm kind of, stressed about it, but I also have those tendencies as well. He's kind of inherited it from me, so I'm going to use Earth Magic to crash people's balls. Let's just live with that. Yeah. Thank you for your time. Audible steps, clicks. Collie left the room. The room was silent for a while. That was good, wasn't it? I wonder if Claw will agree with that. Okay, I actually don't wonder. I think he's going to be very happy about her mother serving in the fucking same army as him, so they can be the psychopathic family they always wanted to be, but still. It might actually be something else because, well, they are mentally deranged. They think different than us. Yeah. Close room. The child soldiers of Lion. See, it's not me making this shit up. Cleaned out the rooms in the city office and carried in many beds from private houses to sleep on. Claw was sharing the room with Yogurt. Wow, Yogurt, you are so big, and you are also very good at sewing. Thank you. Yes, I'm rather good at cleaning, washing, cooking, sewing, and doing various services. Yes. I'm not manly. Dots. Hey, do you want to mend my clothes? They are kinda ripped, because the people who wanted me to not eat them resisted. Okay. Claw! I don't remember raising a child who gets others to do his work. Dots. Oh, Claw's mom. Hi. Are you a psychopath too? The sweets you gave me were also delicious. And by sweets I mean you're nuts. Yogurt, you are a good boy, and you are going to be rewarded later. You do your own work properly. Oh, really? Reward, you say? She's your mom, right? I know that. Why are you here? Because I told Shays I want to fight too. Alongside you, to keep you in check, you psychopathic bastard of children of mine. We are going to do this together. This bloody business of ours. And you are going to be a nice little boy. Somebody that I can be proud of. Somebody with just a little bit of psychopathic tendencies. You hear me? You hear me, Claw? Belligerent the second? Mom? Why? Why do you ask? Isn't your concern a shortage of manpower? Yeah, but you're a woman. You cannot contribute to manpower. I can fight too. I mean, I literally told you how to claw somebody's faces off. Everything you know is from me. And I'm actually very sad that you couldn't learn my earth magic, bitch. Also, I can't sleep in a safe place while my child fights and I don't. You're kinda hogging all the attention, bitch. Dots. You can't just decide that. I think. I mean, what would that say? I don't want to lose my mom too. I feel the same. I don't want to lose me too. Your mother doesn't want to use you either. Because that would be a kind of shame. As in, I would be shamed by other people and I don't want to have that. Yes. Collie hugged the Claw while he looked down deep in thought. Don't do that. Don't live in shame. Live in peace, bitch. It's embarrassing. I'm jello. Vacant house around the shop. Village at Mount Scandinavia. Hey, Shays. What? I've been wondering for a while. Why have you always taken care of this vacant house? Or rather, this empty nest? Dots? The girl who lived here hasn't been confirmed that. She may come back someday. She may be dead already, right? She would come back if she was alive. Don't say such awful things. She might be lost, or maybe found living better else, or maybe she's on the process of getting home, but she has problems, you know. Life is a bit more convoluted than if you want something, you do something. I don't know what happened here after the Battle of New Scandinavia. That's why Miso Soup looked for something interesting in the nest. Therianthropes only care for their house as a place to sleep, so many of their homes are only made from straw with no furniture. But there are some rare books in this unusual nest. The books were carefully stored with measures taken to protect them from mold and humidity. In a mud house. Explain how. Dots. It looks like she's a weirdo. I don't think she'll come back even if she's still alive. What makes you so certain? The girl returning to this nest would be like me going back to Austonia. Austria. Yes, Austria. I don't want to pry, but this girl didn't get along well with other therianthropes, did she? Dots. I think the saying goes, don't refuse what comes and don't chase what goes away. Parents' whereabouts. Okay, sure. City office port of Chase! Hey, what's wrong? Have you found my mother and daddy yet? Exclamation mark. Not yet. Points. Okay, I hope mommy and daddy will be found soon. Or at least their remains. I know you have that weird face-eating guy. What's her name? His name? Chloe, yeah. And her mom. His mom. Yeah. I'm not going to have high hopes. Chase has told the Layla princess they were still searching for her missing parents. Even though I think all of them knows that they are not going to find anybody. I can't cover this up anymore. Layla princess. What? We have searched for your mom and dad, but they still haven't been found. Dots. Are they gone? Are they finally gone? Dots. Sorry, I don't know whether they are gone. Then fucking find them, bish. Dots. Okay. Give me a word. I give you my word and nothing else. Layla princess ran away with a satisfied face. Don't make promises you can't keep. Yeah, I know I can not physically transfer my words to her, but still. I had no other choice. How should I tell her? The more you put it off, I know that too. Have you found any clues? Reindeer shook her head. Washing event. Okay, sure. Riverside. Lion's army, which consists of child soldiers, doesn't have an army regulations, but they have an unspoken rule. They have to do their own work. So today, Yogurt and Chloe are washing their clothes in the river. Hey. Huh? Why are you also washing Miso Soup's clothes? Because I'm her servant. That doesn't make sense. Is Miso Soup bullying you? No, she isn't. It's kinda complicated, like I fucked up and become her servant for a copper coin. Let's just say I was a baby back then. An actual fucking baby. I'm together with Miso Soup of my own free will, thus. Why? You are just being used. Yeah, as I said, we had this contact with each other. You know, because baby demons can make fucking contacts, because they are demons. But as a baby, I don't really understand what the fuck is going on. So I got paid, I put my hand on the paper, and voila, I'm a fucking servant for life now. Contract. Once again, you little stupid fellow. I answered Miso Soup's summons and made a contract via the copper coin and the baby hand to serve her in good faith until her death, in return for, once again, the copper coin. What? So I wait on her hand and foot, basically. Which doesn't make sense in English. But I at least tried. I prioritize my personal contract over the rules here. Isn't that what being bullied is? What? I mean, you're technically right. It may look like that from your perspective, and to be honest, even mine, but contract is a contract. Should I ask Chase to cancel your contract? I don't think that's possible, so don't you dare. Audible Twitch. Just like what I'm streaming through right now. Subscribe, or not subscribe, follow. Yes, do the follow, please. I need the follow. I need all the follow, actually. Yogurt was usually timid and had never before raised his voice at someone, nor did him right now. But it gave Claw goosebumps because he imagined it, because he is psychotic and has mental episodes. I'm sorry. But truly, this contract is what I want. Okay, it's not what I want, but what I signed. So I don't want other people to interfere with it because it's already fucked up. I don't want it to get worse. Dots. Why though? Dots. Are you this stupid? Well, before I was summoned by Miso Soup, I was in a country controlled by demons. No, I was born to a demon daddy and a demon mommy, who can actually change their sex because fucking demons. Very complicated and I don't really like to talk about it. Anyway, so they spawned me, and then Miso Soup, well, did the contract with me. Because you can apparently summon demon babies with the right magics. Which is kind of stupid, and also possibly violating all kinds of intelligent species rights, but fuck it. We are in a fantasy world anyway. Okay. Over there, the demons must fulfill their social obligations within a completely controlled society. I would like to know how completely controlled is. Like, do they have a schedule daily? Like, you get up at 6, you go to work at 7, you work until 5. Like, how does it work? Wait. From 7 to 5, that's 10-hour job. Okay, let's say that the demons are in a shitty society. So you work until 5, you go home, you fuck your wife and your children. And then go sleep at, they're waking up at 6, so at 10? Anyways, Claw couldn't understand very well because he's kind of a dum-dum, but he nodded without thinking. But I didn't have the power to fulfill my social obligations because I was a baby. My parents got rid of me because I was a baby. And then I survived on, well, technically begging, but it was more like I cried in a fucking dumpster and people occasionally throw food in my mouth. Anyway, at the time I found a low magical power trying to summon a demon. Because we fucking feel that. Like, if you are saying weird things in a barn whilst using dark magic, we just fucking feel that in our bones. And because I was a low-key demon and I found a low-key source, well, things happened. Even if a high magic user summons a demon, the demon can decide to answer or not. And if the summoner has low magic power, a summoned demon doesn't answer, basically. Answering a low power summoner isn't worth the time and effort. However, because I was a baby, I couldn't fucking understand that because 5 fucking IQ. So I answered her summon. And I get that. That's why you made a contract like that? Yes. In a sense, Miso Soup has given me a helping hand by getting me out of the dumpster. Because my demon parents were kind of what the name implies. Dots. So even if it seems there is something wrong with our relationship or she treats me like a servant, I want you to not get involved because it would make anything worse. Like, imagine, she dies and I go back to my parents in this form after whatever the fuck many years and I need to go through all that again. I don't like being in a dumpster, I would like to do dishes and shit instead. Both sides of our relationship agree to it because it satisfies us. Well, it mainly satisfies her, but... well, okay. Mainly I satisfy her, but... details. Sorry? But I thank you for your concern about me. It shows that people actually think about others, usually. Even though if they are fucking face-eating maniacs. Isn't Miso Soup over there? Claw pointed to the riverside where Miso Soup was picking something up. She is. I wonder what she's doing at the riverside. Miso Soup! There is yogurt and Claw. And they are doing laundry now. Yes, the servants. That's what they should do whilst I levitate on this broom. Which apparently defy my ass physics because my cursor is a little bit up, so right there or something. Anyway, so She is on a broom. You know, very straight object. But apparently her butt is not folding on it. Like it's just a generic butt shape. Nor does the clothing get dragged on it or something. So it's kinda looking weird. Bad details. Yogurt called out Visual Soup, who ran over to them. What are you doing here? Oh, I'm just picking up rocks because I'm bored and also stupid. Rocks. Yeah, isn't this rock beautiful? Oh, it's a really beautiful color of grey. How about this? Oh, that grey one is also very beautiful too. I didn't imagine Misa would enjoy something like this, like looking at grey fucking rocks and telling how beautiful they are. I thought she's at least semi-intelligent being able to summon me. But alas, my word is broken once again. I should get used to this now. I should also start coping with alcohol or something. I'm not sure, but she must be up to some kind of evil scheme. Okay. City office of Port City. I don't see miso soup and yogurt. They left for a human city to get money a while ago. Thoughts? You mean they went to a city outside of our territory? Probably. They think getting money from an enemy country is like killing two birds with one stone. Why don't we just leave them to it? I know we can do that. Well, bring them back. No! I like yogurt, but miso soup makes everything worse. Shall I bring them back? No. It's lame to make a girl handle this, so I'll go. Most prominent reasoning there, my dude. I leave everything to reindeer while I'm sent, doing errands instead of doing leader stuff. So, you know, passing your responsibility to the girl as a leader is totally cool. Sending her on an errand to get two people back into the fold is not. Animal logic. I don't think our reader should go alone to a human city outside of our territory. It sounds kinda lame, like you could get assassinated or just raped in general. I'm not going. Dots. Let's wait for them a little longer. If they don't come back, all of us will go to the city to find them. Well, I'm not asking you, I'm ordering. Oh, hell, understood. Black market. This market isn't the territory of any nation, so many vendors of various races come and go. Where is it? I wanted to make it to my nation. The city's main source of income is trading with visitors, so that city tends to welcome them despite being ruled by humans. Miso Soup has often earned money in the city ever since she left the forest. I don't know Miso Soup. I don't know what Miso Soup is doing to earn money, possibly selling her body, which is weird because she should be selling mine as well, but details. As soon as they entered the city, Miso Soup told Yogurt to buy some lunch, so he was separated from her. Yogurt bagged fruits, bread and some beverages and went to the fountain where they were supposed to meet. Hey, travelers. Come on, come all. Are you worried about me not being able to speak? Well, don't mind. It's just magic. This stone will cause a mysterious rise in magic resistances when worn. At the little fountain square, Miso Soup had spread a picnic blanket, arranged these stones, and was beginning to barter. Miso Soup gave the audience demonstration of the stone repelling the spell she attempted to put on it. She only made it appear as though the stone repelled the magic power. In reality, her demonstration was just a scam. Thank you for telling me that. So this is why Miso Soup packed stones from the riverbank. Most of the stones were at a reasonable price, but the stones with a mysterious pattern or glossy black color were as expensive as gems. Wow. It's just a stone picked up from the riverbank with a convincing carving on it, yet its price is so high. That is market price markup, my dear. If you do something to something, you are raising its price or lowering it, depending on what you do. Miso soup, I had bought our lunch as you asked. Thanks, a change please. I don't have any. Do you mean to say you paid asking price without haggling? Is that what have I told you? Is it what I have trained you up to? You little bitch. You are going to work your ass off, as in literally. What? But I only bought bread and fruits. They aren't that expensive. Hey kid. Huh? When Miso Soup turned around, a large man was standing there. He wore a white robe covering his body and hid his face, but he was clearly a lizardman. It was unusual to see a lizardman in the city, but the citizens weren't afraid of him. White robes, that's yellow and also not covering much of him. Are you sure I'll get magic resistance if I wear this ordinary looking stone? Oh, a lizardman. He is huge and veiny and bulging. I'm really sure. But for lizardman, I don't think the results will change if you only raise your magic resistance a little. So that expensive one is super effective. You have got to eye for quality, my friend. Of course, this magic stone is not at the same level as the other inexpensive ones. If a lizardman were to wear this special stone, he would be a perfect fighter without weakness. But it's a special one, so I can't give you a discount. Can you pay? The price is 3 gold coins. It's not cheap, but I can afford it. You are very well loaded, my lizardman friend. Have been selling your ass too. I can only accept a one-time upfront cash payment. Yeah, like, there was other options in the fucking medieval era. Yeah. If you can't do that, then I want you to go away because you're disrupting my business, you big fellow. And the price is double now. Because I'm a bitch. And you seem to be very easily coerced. I should overhear this guy who smells of danger to get rid of him. I don't know why she's overcharging this really strong looking lizardman, but he's very stupid. Sorry, she. Well, maybe both of them. I hope we don't get into trouble. Here. Fair enough. Slugger handed 6 gold coins roughly to her. Very roughly. He actually just grabbed the coins and shoved them into her chest, which were flat, so they gave resistance. Thank you for your patronage. Please bring your smell somewhere else. Also, teach me how to speak. No, I will be the perfect fighter who never loses. You got a good deal. Yogurt? We are closing shop. Yeah. Wait, what? Hey! Clitoris. Slogan ignored Miso Soup and called someone's name. A red lizardman who was shopping among street vendors came over. Slogan, what happened? I feel a strong magical power from the red one. This could be trouble. Slugger threw the stone at Clitoris. What's this? The stone was advertised to repel magic. Really. Clitoris' hand which held the stone burst into flames and the stone melted and vaporized in an instant. Eep! I knew it! Who does she think I am? Yogurt? Let's run away. Okay, you run away, I fly away. Miso Soup was running away, flying away with her money held tightly and using her fucking broom that levitates. Game, don't forget that little very important bit. I didn't do anything wrong, did I? If you think so, then tell them. Miso Soup pointed a finger at the 2 lizardmen, who were kinda looking rapey at this moment. Clitoris was still dispassionate, but Slugger was going insane with rage. I will kill you and wear your face as a mask because I find myself ugly and you very pretty. Eek! Yogurt was frozen with terror by Slogan's rage-filled roar and also the implications that he is actually beautiful. Miso Soup, don't leave me behind. Actually, let me on the fucking broom. Shut up and run with me if you want to live. I mean, you run and I fly. Wait, you brats! I actually didn't mean it. I actually just want you to lick your eyeballs and shit. Is that what humans do when they are affectionate towards each other? No? Fuck. Well, if you want to play tag, go play by yourself. I am lazy. Black Market Sunset. Okay, sure. You just put a red filter on it, but okay. Chase took some 10 soldiers and left the search the city where miso soup and yogurt had gone to make money. This city is a magnet for outsiders, so they could walk around without hiding their face. This is a big city. I think we can follow their scent, but it will take a time in a larger with so many oopsie daisy other races. It's impossible to find them, let's just go home. Chloe was pulling Shay's hand and whining like a child. No, whining as the child he is. Calm down. I can find the miso soup when I feel her magic power. Can you? Really? Miso soup and yogurt both use rare dark magic, so it will be easy to find them. Except this is the black market, so there are probably other unsavory people like them. My magic power is less than theirs, so I can't cover the whole city. Reindeer closed her eyes and concentrated all her attention on searching. Exclamation mark. Someone with dark magic power is coming straight for us. Oh. She opened her eyes and tried to see where the person was approaching from. Boop. Someone collided with Shays. Hey you, don't just stand there. Ouch. Oh. Mizosu, there you are. I'm glad we found you so soon. I'm now going home. Huh? They looked where miso soup came from and saw Yogurt, who was grabbed by his neck and being lifted by a lizardman. You brat! You were with the girl that fucked me over, so I'm going to fuck you. Period. Return my money right now, or I shall return you to your ancestors. Very, very far away. I have a good throwing arm, as you can see. I told you I don't have it. Stop grabbing me by the neck and crushing my windpipe. It is very hard to speak with my windpipe being crushed. Especially when I force myself to speak normally. In that position. Yes. Yogurt desperately pleases his innocence with tears streaming down his face. Fake tears. Also, there was a puddle forming in his pants, but it was a small puddle and a very sticky one. Baka! Look at who has been coked. Slogan noticed that he was surrounded by Therian troops. The Therian troops were all child soldiers, but they weren't afraid of Slogger, and they watched him with angry expressions. Damned! I'm going to be intimidated by literal children. This is the new law for me, even though it has been just even though I had just been scammed over with stupid stones. Now I'm going to be either fucked or run for my life, or my innocence virginity. Didn't expect the brat would have friends. Very inconvenient indeed. Chase, Reindeer, please help me. Says the lizardman in his in the tongue of his people. Now you understand your situation, you muscle-headed lizard. Give me all your gold, your money, and possibly your face. Because I find myself very pretty and I wanted to make very ugly with yours. Do you think a genius like me was just running away? No, I was leading you to my friends, yes. Miso Soup said this triumphantly. Although Miso Soup ran into Shays by accident, she pretended this was... Yeah, fuck you, I kinda figured this out. You don't need to fucking tell me. Sensing danger, Sluggard tossed Yogurt aside and faced Shays. These brats. She lured me into. Not good. Very not good. These are child soldiers. If I fucking kill them, my trust will go down and I will flee with 90% of my health still intact. Fuck. There are too many and some of them are strong. Yeah. I'm going to tell myself that. Indeed. How dare you bully my servant? Are you ready to go to hell? I praise you for your bit for luring me here. But I won't be killed that easy. Bring it on if you want to die. Sluggard prepared to fight. Oh, you have nice fighting spirit. I will pass down your story as brave fighter for future generations. Bringing down my army? Thimp. Question mark, exclamation mark. Chase punched the back of Misa's head. Ah! Chase, what are you doing? Isn't your enemy over there? Why would I fight a lizardman with no apparent reason, you fucker? No, explain how this all happened. Oh. Well... Did you do something? Miso soup? Could it be that you did something wrong? What the hell did you do? Well, Black Market Night. After a very fucking long exposition. Sniffle. We're sorry this girl has bothered you. Rinder repeatedly bowed her hair and apologized several times, which is actually just one time, and she kinda just lowered her head like this. Because they were still in the fucking strong position. Here is the money she ripped off from you, and this money is compensation. I'll give you this, so could you please back the fuck down so I don't need to fucking kill you on this place and possibly suffer casualties in the process? I don't want compensation money. I want you to pay in nature. Instead, give me one of the brat's arms, because that's nature. And I also need this back scratcher. We can do that. They don't grow back like you fuckers is. If you want us to pay in blood, then we will fight you. Okay. You barely escaped from losing your life, brat. And possibly killing me with whatever else remains, because I'm actually in a very weak position right now, but... Details. Slugger snatched the money and walked away. Honestly, Miso soups make everything worse, as he said. What? I wanted to earn some money for you, so I rolled up my sleeves and scammed people. Anyways, let's go home for today. I'm sure Aunt Collie must be worried about us. Miso soup, are you going to apologize to Aunt Collie as well, because you are a little bitch and I kinda hate you? Okay. Current event. Very well. Port City, close room. Hey, Chloe. What do you want? I don't like you talking to me. Would you like to swap your mom for my parents? What are you saying? I can do that. You always complain about Aunt Collie, don't you? But you're a wolf in sheep's clothing around my mom. If you wear a lot of sheep's clothing, you still can be a therianthrope. I know that. But she is wonderful. I wish Aunt Collie were my mom. It's useless to pretend to be a good girl. I know. What about my question? If you are joking, that's not funny. I won't answer a question like that. The word isn't fair. Why does a naughty boy like Chloe have such a good mom? She's so annoying. Bastard. City office of Port City. Oh. So Miso's soup said that. Well, I guess she would have a lot of complaints about her parents since she ran away from home. I'm sure it's not serious. Maybe her dad ate the fruit she wanted. Why not have Aunt Collie adopt Miso soup? No! No way! I get mad even if you are kidding. Oh, I'm sorry. Audible giggling. I wouldn't mind if yogurt was my family. I mean, you could push your troublesome chores onto Yogurt, don't you? Yogurt. Fuck, I forgot their names. It's not only that. I wonder why Miso soup ran away from home. Yeah. She doesn't seem to care about fighting her own race in this war. She's just a kid. I don't want her to regret this when she's grown up. Chase! Layla Princess. Layla Princess jumps on Chase without hesitation. There, I'm still busy now. So go play with the other kids over there. Yeah, in the corner. Yes. Okay. She's totally attached to you. Yeah, she is. She's going to bear my name and possibly my children. Do you have any clues about her parents? You ate their face. Like, at least the father, you have the face inside your belly. Unless you have already shut it out. In which case, fuck you. On the mother, I don't have any clues. Radio and don't have any way to find them. I knew it. We are clearly different. She is a human and we are therianthropes. One day she will wonder about it. And then she turns into a furry, like us. What are you going to do? I tell her the truth when the time comes. I won't justify myself. Are you going to tell her that you might be her enemy? Are you stupid, Chloe? I mean, you ate their father. I'm going to tell them that. So if she wants revenge, that's going to be on your ass. I am going to be without any problem, you see. I mean, I kind of attacked their city very well. Maybe she can take revenge on that. But you will be the main problem. And I will make sure that it's going to stay that way. You psychopathic bastard. I heard you yelling in the previous fight too, bitch. That's cruel, and also assholeish. We should make a cover-up story and tell her a white lie. No, fuck you. I wish you could carry that secret to the grave, but okay, I actually don't, fuck you, but she'll find out one day, and I'd like to find out the parts that wouldn't make me the enemy and would make you. That's how it is. I guess so. You're an asshole and I'm 4 years younger than you. So this is how the pecking order is, I guess. There are a mounting number of problems in our personal relationships, like you're not fucking me enough. As in, at all. The fuck? Dude, we are 12 years old. Shut the fuck up. Vow of Love Day. Okay, sure. Let's check that out. Kitchen in the city office of Port City. I think it's about time. Miso Soup stirred a humming pot, okay, while singing a humming song. Glorious. I think this is fine. Yogurt answered her with an ancient documents arranged like a book in his hand. Audible click, which I could actually hear. Why did you put that there? Hey, what are you two doing? Are you up to something sinister? This looks suspicious. Are you making cursed items? Shut up. I'm making sweets. Sweets? You? The most sour person in this entire army? Don't make me laugh, because that's going to hurt my side. What's with that attitude, little one? Are you saying I can't make sweets? Miso Soup only stirred the pot and I did the rest. Miso Soup sent yogurt to collect all of the ingredients which were written in the ancient documents she found. The main ingredient in the sweets is the fruit, the tree, which only grown in the Sebrania marsh. Yogurt collected them in a desperate frenzy to avoid notice, and he did all of the steps except the last one. Why would you do that? I own that place. If you want, I can send a fucking military escort. Seriously. If you're making chocolate, it's worth it. No, it's not that. You won't get any of them with that attitude like that? You're really going to give them out? Why are you surprised? Let me say. I thought you wanted all the sweets to yourself. Oh well, the fumes are making me sick. Anyway, you are here at just the right time, so I will let you taste it. With your butt cheeks. Because I have a spatula, and it needs to go up somewhere. Miso Soup? I'm sorry and regrettably... No, I fucked up the sentence. I regrettably inform you that boy is 8 years old. Don't molest him with the spatula. Also, let's put it into the mold. The chocolate, I mean. Okay. Chloe eyed the brown solid with a tense look on his face. He also made a brown solid on the fucking room because he is not. Oh, it's called in English? When pets don't know where to shit. Anyway, is this really edible? He says, smelling his own feces. We follow what's written in the book, except when you shut on the fucking floor. I think it's safe to assume that this little boy is not really well versed in the ethics. Or not ethics, the etiquette. We didn't put anything weird in it. Well, if Yogurt says so. Chloe closed his eyes, made up his mind, and popped it into his mouth. Ugh. How is it? Sweet. It's so sweet. Does it taste good, though? Yes! Well, it's weird that you ate your own shit and find it sweet, but okay. Also, I tasted the chocolate too now. I'm glad it went well. I'll have one too. Of the chocolate, not the shit. Ugh. Question mark? Question mark. Suddenly he vomited and writhed in agony. Kia. Ah. Claw, hold on. Yogurt quickly cast various light magic spells to heal Claw, and Claw survived thanks to the detoxification spell. You made me eat such an awful thing. Were you trying to kill me? Idiot. It was you who decided to eat his own shit. Sorry to break it to you, but you are just straight up retarded. Also, I'm tired of all of your fussing. You didn't die, so it's okay. It's not okay. Okay, it's not okay, you are retarded. There. You happy now? You are not, because it's all your own fault. Anyways, otherwise it would have been an accident, but it was not. You were just stupid. Yogurt and I ate a different thing than you, and because of that we didn't get fucking stomach aches and weird shit. As in actual weird shit. Dots. I guess that's true, but I'm stupid and I'm going to put the blame on you because I'm a child and you are supposed to be the adults. Chloe? I am 11 and she is 10. Also, you are possibly allergic to your own shit. At any rate, I'm glad it wasn't owned Collie. What do you mean by that? Please calm down. I went through all the trouble to make them, but now I'm afraid to give them out because these dangerous symptoms. And also because I'm a bitch. Dots. They really are delicious. Maybe we could recruit some tasters after explaining the danger? Is it okay? It is actually not. What the fuck are you suggesting, Chloe? Sorry, I cast a purifying spell. On you now. They gave each of the testers a little brown solid, and they watched as all five who ate it vomited. I don't know what it is, but the therianthropes can't eat their own shit, apparently. It looks that way. Oh, I went all out to make a lot of these to please Aunt Collie. But now she's eating her own shit. Like the fucking stupid dogs you are. Let's make other sweets. This book also describes how to make various other I leave it to you, then. I'm going to sell them on the black market for exorbitant prices. Sell them? I made so many of them, but if no one can eat them, it's a waste of time and money. Well, that's right, but some Isosophers after money from the start. So I go sell them. Hey, where did you find these old documents about making sweets? What are you saying? This was in a vacant house in your village. But it was? I'm not sure, but the former resident seems to have cherished this book very much. Also, this sweet is called chocolate. A long time ago, there was a holiday called Wow of the Love Day, and people gave their lovers sweets and flowers. In some local area, people had a custom of giving this chocolate on this day. Wow, that's stupid. But even if this is a holiday, we can't eat this. What a shame. Yeah, what a shame indeed. Don't have to worry about that now, because we are going to sell and eat them, whilst you can only eat your own shit because you are stupid dogs. This book describes how to make all sorts of sweets, including cookies. Cookie is, by the way, Hungarian slang word for small penis. Then let's make those! Yeah! I leave it to you. Once again, I'm going to make some money. In a human city, Miso Soup spread her legs and also rumors that there was a new holiday called Wow the Love Day, and it had a custom where women... No, when men give stuff to the people they love. No, fuck that. It's only the fucking Japanese that do this whole flip them around shit. So no, fuck that. As a result, she sold a lot of chocolate. Wow the Love Day rapidly became a worldwide holiday. Because bullshit. Miso Soup tried to monopolize how to make chocolate to keep the profits. Skilled chefs were able to determine its recipe and soon became a common knowledge. And she committed suicide. Okay, she didn't. At Mons, Scandinavia. Shays, I made this for you. Reindeer handed the box of cookies. Thank you. Now I should return the favor by giving you something else. It's going to be my dick. Also, I'm a bit embarrassed. Wait, we are still just at 12 years old. Ignore the whole thing about dick. I'm going to give you potatoes instead. This is... don't say that you are making me embarrassed too. The two were washed by Miso Soup with a sullen expression and yogurt with undying eyes. Look at those flirting in front of kids. And they are also kids. This is very wrong. They are yucky. Alright. I tried too. Hey, Miso Soup fidgets nervously. Well, do you have anything for me? Heartbeats. A sudden explosion happened in the background. Quick, get into cover. Also, I'm not going to give anything to you, little bitch. You are my servant, regardless of your... You are my servant. I'm not going to give you anything, regardless of thing. You should be the one giving sweets to me. Yes, actually, that should be the thing. Man gives stuff to women. That's how just things go. Like, seriously. I mean, chimpanzees do the fucking same thing. And they usually get sex in return. But no, the Japanese have to be stupid about it. Anyway. I'm sorry for being an idiot. I go make something right away. Yogurt run away cry. With a deadpan face on the other hand. Oh wait. I couldn't give this to him because he asked like that, but Misa took the sweets she had prepared out of the pocket with a sigh. Collie, who had watched from a distance, approached and put her hand on Miso Soup's shoulder. Aunt Collie. Sob. Audibly smiling. Her wrinkles crunched as she contorted her face into something resembling of a smile. Collie took Miso Soup to see Yogurt. Visitor event, okay, sure. City office of Port City. Oh. Wait, Miso Soup. Isn't this the room only executive officers allowed in? Oh, come on, I'm executive too. I make executions with my magic. Miso Soup and Yogurt quarreled with each other in front of the mayor's office, which was now used by Shays. Actually, this room had only 3 people who are permitted to enter: Shays, Reindeer, and Collie. Even though they were told don't enter and were warned to keep out, the room wasn't locked. He shouldn't keep secrets from me because I'm an executive officer too. Indeed, I am. Dots. The purpose of Miso Soup's visit was childish. She wanted to sit in the leader's chair. Okay, let's go. Audible click. Mayor's office. Who's there? That's Wolf. That's my line. Ugh, Eureka Booze. I wonder if such a shabby-looking therianthrope is in Lion. I just came here to borrow some money. The safe was already open and the therianthrope held a bag filled with a lot of money. Exclamation mark? Is that Lion's money? I just said I'm only borrowing this. Oh ho 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 ho. In short, you are a burglar, aren't you? You shouldn't say such things. It's disgraceful. Borrowing is different from stealing. If you sneak into someone's house and borrow money without saying anything, most people will assume you are stealing. Yeah. You would know. Thump. Miso Soup punched the yogurt's head. Don't be stupid, girl. Do you need me to show you what a real pain is to understand? That's my line. Worthless. He snuck in to steal money. But if he had money, he shouldn't try to steal. The therianthrope was blown away by business magic and was robbed of everything he had. Audible click. Chase and Rinder entered the office. Miso Soup, what are you doing in here? I don't like your tone. I just caught a burglar. A burglar? Here. He's the burglar. Miso tapped the therianthrope's back, which she was sitting on. Oh, Dad. What? Did something happen? Why are you here? How are you alive? Why, you say? I returned because I've heard of your success. You built up a prosperity of our nation and are going to invade the continent. I'm proud of my son as a father, so I'm going to steal your money. Dots. Hey, I need money, okay? Please lend me just a little bit, like 2,000 gold, which I can buy an army of. Mainly horse. An army of horse, yes. Okay, Chase? Are you going to ask about Mom? Well, how is Terrier? Mom passed away of overwhelming heartache 1 year ago. We deserted your fellow sergeant in front of our enemies. It was completely your fault we lost the battle. Yes, it was my fault. And what are you going to say? That I'm a failure of a therianthrope being? That I'm a failure of a father? That I'm a failure of a leader? Well, fuck you, I still need money. I want to start over and shit. Give me a chance and also money. Hey. Dots. Chase tossed his dad a bag which contained gold coins. Oh my. What's this? That's my money. I can't give you Lion's money. Take it and go away. Your money is Lion's money. You are Lion, you wolf boy. Never show your face here again, but instead my house. Dots. I'll leave it this for today. Well done. See you again in your house. Dots. Miso Soup's room. I thought Shay's father was killed in the Battle of New Scandinavia. Not all of our men were killed in that battle. Actually, most of them ran because we are kinda cowardly as a species. Did he abandon his family and home? Yep. Claw's father fought bravely and was killed by the war. Shay's father was not so bravely and he ran away like the little bitch he is. He led a supply unit which was assigned to transport goods to the front line. During his mission, the enemy ambushed them. He deserted his commands and supplies. Our army was routed as a result, because we didn't have enough tea to feed our troops. Tea is very important, guys. As the British. That's when Claw's father, who was leading the front line, died. After that, more and more soldiers gave up on their island and ran away. Not our island, no communism. Chase volunteered for the army and fought desperately to make up for what his father did. She is fought hard, so blame towards his family decreased gradually, but Terrier, his mother, suffered from heartache, namely possibly a cardiovascular bullshittery. I can't read his face, but I think he still holds resentment towards his father. That's why they are talking. Back at home, instead of the fucking mayor office, where, you know, personal shit shouldn't be discussed. Even though they kinda do it anyways. Well, parents are different from their children after all, so I don't mind if my friend's parent is trash. I think it's better not to get involved with trash, even if the trash is your parent. It's not that easy, like, as you can see, the fucker shows up occasionally and asks for money, and sometimes booze, and me, occasionally, even though I'm fucking 12. Moment of which I need hydration. Whoop. Not everyone can easily distinguish between what's good and bad about their relationship. Dots. Miso soup, why did you run away from home? Dots. My mom and dad only cared about my big sisters. My family has a proud military heritage. I'm not a good swordsman or a good archer, so my parents always scolded me. I see. I ran away from the forest and have no regrets about that. If an awful parent comes back, you should just beat them up instead of talking. Or maybe beat them up whilst talking. You know, calling them trash and shit. Yeah, that's kind of psychopathic of you. Have you learned it from Chloe? Anyway, you're a strong girl, supposedly. Reindeer hugged Miso soup and stroked her hair. Like a puppy. Which is... truth! As Leon expanded its territory, Layla's portrait was displayed on the walls of... Layla Princess's portrait was displayed on the walls of towns and cities to help find her parents. Although Chase thought it was useless, he kept searching because it was all he could do for her. But there was still no trace of them. Chase felt guilty every time he saw Layla's friendly smile. City office of Port City. Layla, I need to tell you something important. Did you find my mommy? No, I haven't. I've looked everywhere, but I can't find your parents. You haven't? But you'll find my parents someday, right? Chase looked down and shook his head. I'm going to tell you a story which may be difficult for you. Where you lived and Scandinavia, where we lived, fought each other. Question mark? Layla, your mom and dad. Well, mainly your dad. Chloe kinda ate his... Chloe ate your dad's face while he was still alive. Then he bleed out and possibly died from the shock. Sorry. He was in a psychopathic madman rage and we could not stop him because we were just as afraid of him as the guy who was whose face was being consumed. Afterwards, I don't think he felt anything, so if you want revenge, you can direct it at him. Yes, it was his fault. What? What do you mean? Dots. I meant it literally. Chloe eat your father's face. Oh. Layla didn't understand what it was, but Chase said very well. But she understood she wouldn't see her parents again. Chase, you baka! Layla heard the stuffed animal she was holding at Chase. Then she quickly picked it up and left the room. Reindeer approached Chase with an alarmed expression. She had seen Layla running away. Chase, what did you tell to Layla? I told her that Chloe ate her father's face. I couldn't take it anymore. I need to blame him. He definitely killed his father, and maybe her mother got trampled by the fearful folk running from Chloe. And their daughter is very attached to me, so I had to tell her, yes. We couldn't help but fight back in the war. And Chloe's dad was killed by the humans, wasn't he? It is very logical that he is psychopathic afterwards. Then what do you want me to do? At the very least, you should have waited until she's old enough to understand these things. But I'm old enough to understand these things, and so is Chloe. And they are the same age. Yeah, I'm still just a kid, yet I understand it. What's your problem? Chase almost said it, but the words struck in his throat. He just looked down. Reinder felt Shade's distress and stopped criticizing him. Like a friend. I go talk to her. Have a little one-on-one. All ladylike. How is she? She cried herself to sleep. I might have said that she's a bitch for not being able to take their parents' death so easily. I might be a bad person. I see. Damn, you're a bad person. Chase regretted immediately what he said because that was his future fiancé or whatever the fuck the moment they stopped being fucking underage. Layla, Princess, began avoiding Chase ever since that day, but she still went to eat their food, live in their house, pester them with her childish things like, getting hurt. Hi, thank you. This is Yokto's home. CEO of whatever the fuck. Oh, I guess crime. Anyway, so imagine just a grown-ass, intelligent being lying in front of you, doing this, and asking for a fucking belly rub. Like, in a kinda begging tone. The fuck do you do in that case? Anywho. Oh, hi viewer, welcome to the den. Hope you're going to like my voiceovers. So, this is Yokto's home. We should avoid it. I don't want to deal with his parents. They are probably sexuals. You can win without invading the demon lands, and I should fucking do so. Because I'm not dealing with the fucking floating castle. If you invade it once, you will need to conquer all the territories in order to win, so be careful. Fist fight event, okay, sure. City office of Port City. Hey Chase, could you lend me some more money again? Just a little bit is enough. I'm going to make it big gambling and pay you back the dollar. Yes. Dots. Hey, please. This is going to be the last time, I swear. For today at least. Just a little. Father, if you stop drinking and gambling and take a job seriously, I will get bygones be bygones and accept you. And you get so cheeky. I'm your fucking father, you bitch. Your money is my money. Dots. I see. Bang. Chase punched his dad with all his strength, which, considering that he is level 20 fucking something, is probably a lot. What the hell? Chase and Wolf began to fist fight. Dad? Get to work if you want to be here. If you don't want to take to the battlefield, just do what you can. I pay for it. Dots. That's all I can do. If you steal Lion's money, I imprison you, then execute you, after torturing, which I will do myself, because I have resentment towards you. Chase left the room without looking back. On the next day, a Therianthrope volunteered for the army. Farewell event. Okay, sure. City office of Port City. Chase and Layla hadn't seen each other since they last spoken. Layla wanted to live on her own. Chase respected Layla's request, so he left her to Reindeer, covered her cost of living, and hired a housekeeper to teach her. Chase secretly supported Layla from the shadows so she could live on her own. Chase. Layla's uncle and his wife asked to meet you. Layla's uncle? You found a relative? Yes, as far as I can tell, they recognized Layla when they saw her portrait. I confirmed they lived in And I think their story is credible. Or at least I don't really care about this whole shebang, and I just want to get rid of her as soon as possible. So even if they are just a rapist who want a little girl for themselves, I'm giving it to them because I'm 12 and I hate responsibility. What do they want? They want to take Layla in. I see. Did you talk to Layla about this? Yes, I did, and she said she wanted to leave right away. Right, first I want to meet them. Shays and Layla's relatives discuss many things, and they confirmed her parents have been killed in the war by Claw eating his face. I mean, her father's face. Then probably her mother committed either suicide or accidental suicide by getting trampled by the people leaving for the port. You know, because trampling happens. Shays gave them enough money for Layla to live comfortably until adulthood, after which she's going to need to fucking work her ass off because this is the current economy. She was taken in her by relatives and left Lion, which is a very bad option actually, because first we rule most of the land, and second, the land we don't rule are either forests, swamps, demon land, or the things we are going to attack soon. So it's not a really good option. Promised event, okay, sure. City office of Port City. There are only a few areas left. Leon will conquer the continent. Dots. You give people the wrong idea about our nation when you say things like that. Shut up! I don't care if I give people the wrong idea, this is what we are doing. World conquest. Very bloody world conquest by my broom. I will be the most powerful elf when Lion dominates the world, especially because the other powerful elves are going to be killed, because technically we are warring them right now. After our conquest is done, I allow my mom and dad and both my sisters to swear fealty to me. Well, actually, that's a stupid idea. I'm going to make them swear fealty to my boots. My boots are going to be their high lords, yes. Thump. How many times do I have to tell you not to do something like that, Miso soup? Your boots are not intelligent beings, even if you make them so. They cannot be our lords, even if they are smarter than you. Ow, that hurt him more than one way. Just kidding, I won't do that, actually. My boots could stage an uprising against me, so that would be very inconvenient, in fact. Holy shit, thank you, Shays, that you have preemptively stopped the uprisal of my boots. Okay. No problem, I guess. Anyway, the long war will end soon, and we will be all in peace and quiet, and alas, we can start doing, like, you know, furry shit. Much yiffing, yes. Are you planning to see your family? Besides the whole boot thing? Dots. No need. My family is here. Dots. No, they aren't. Oh, you mean your imaginary friends. In this case, imaginary family. Okay, I see. If that's how you feel, I'm not going to say anything, because I already am dealing with a mentally impaired psychopath, and I don't really want to deal with another. But I'm thinking of writing a letter to them. They are not in the room currently. A letter? This day and age? Wait, we are in the medieval era. This day and age, letters are actually high-tech stuff. Holy shit. Letter thanking them for bringing me into this world and raising me for a little while. Then abandoning me in the fucking dumpster. Wait, that's yogurt, sorry. What's your tragic backstory? Oh yeah, I forgot that you were basically not Snow White? No, Snow White is in the dwarf thing. How is no, Rapunzel is the one with the hair. How is the other folklore thing called? The one with the boots, the crystal things on their legs. Anyway, same deal with her apparently. But the forest is not where I want to live because it's actually a very bad terrain for me as I'm hovering. In short, I will her to disown my. Are you sure? Says Chase whilst trying to hold back his laugh. Yeah, I'm going to disown my pa, my ma, my two sisters. I'm going to make a new dynasty with my boots. Yes. You really are still a kid. Chase laughed. Chase couldn't hold his laugh in anymore and burst out, while he patted Miso Soup's head with his leg, because he's a dog and they do that. Don't look down upon me when you are 30 centimeters taller than me, even if I'm using a broom to levitate. I hated my dad too. I still hate him and don't want to see his face. But sadly, because some asshole has assigned him to my squad, I need to do it every day and give him orders, which, okay, the giving orders thing is actually pretty nice, but still, the way he is grunging and making those weird old man noises when I give him some order that he doesn't like, which is usually the case. Anyways, it's kind of weird power dynamic between us. I hope he will be able to rehabilitate afterwards, because this is definitely destroying his ego. It's okay if you think of everyone in Lion as a family, though that's going to be a very big family, and marriage is going to be very weird, because well, if everybody is your brother and sister, then soon things are going to be turning into Alabama. I think so too, and respect you, because I'm a proud citizen of Alabama as well. Says Chase with a very wide grin on his face. But if your parents want to reconnect with you, I want you to respect their feelings and then make them your servants, just like I did with my father. Take your time. You'll be more mature in the future, won't you? Actually, scrap that, you definitely won't be. You're an egotistical bitch with magical powers. You are definitely stopped mentally maturing at this point. Anyway, I'm sure you'll think your argument was trivial after a few years. Unless they won't be. I mean, I'm kind of conflicted about this, but I'm going to leave it to you. Chase? You can say that because you don't know my family, my parents, my sisters. You don't know anybody out of them, even though your father kind of tried to steal our funds and then bitched about you not giving them enough money and... Okay. I take it back. You are actually kinda in the same shoes as me. Wait, are you actually in the same shoes as me? Have the shoe revolution happened already? Fuck! Yeah. I don't know your family. No, nor you do mine. Okay, that's actually fucked up. I don't know my family either. I haven't seen them in years, because they disowned me and shit. I know there are parents who think of their child as only money trees. If your relationship with your parents causes you suffering, then we'll do our best to protect and support you. From behind. So don't do something rash or any other afflictions. Will you promise that me? Are we actually make to a fucking blood oath? Yeah, let's make a fucking blood oath. We are both kids and very furry. I'm furry. We make blood oaths. It's weird. But traditional. Okay, I promise, but no blood oaths, you fucker. I'm thin, delicate, and I kinda need my blood. Yogurt! Please continue to support Miso Soup and also bring a knife and a bowl. Of course, Miso Soup, I am Miso Soup's servant. Miso Soup? What? Is Yogurt your servant? Chase? Quiet, boy! Mommy and Daddy are talking. I am Mommy. And I am Daddy. Miso Soup, answer the question. Yes, yes he is. And what's your problem? I also occasionally sneak into his room and fondle him. Whilst first I think that he's sleeping, but I know he isn't, and he thinks that I think he's sleeping, but know that he isn't. Is that really alright? That kinda sounds complicated. Thoughts. It is very complicated, but if he is my servant, if he isn't my servant, we'll be separated. You know, like how you separate us from not having a single room, which is kinda gay of you, if you ask me. I have no choice, you see. He would die and shit. Is that so? Yogurt? If I say yes, is this going to be ending? This whole sequence of people talking about very... shit, here's okay. Sensitive matters. Miso Soup and I have a contract of sorts, so we can stay together in the same bed. Is that what you want, bitch? What happens if the contract is cancelled? I possibly die. Also, I possibly return to Demonland, which I really don't want, because, let's just say that all of them are sexual deviants. But if you ignore the contract and stay here, I break the rules of Demon Society, and I will be taken away by an officer of sorts. So basically the same returning thing, but very harsher, especially in the bad kind. How do the demons know you broke the rules? I don't know, it's possibly some bullshit GM thing. Your society sends officers to search if one kid goes missing. I don't think so. Demon Society is very indifferent. Then why the fuck would they send an officer if you broke the demon thing? You're literally inconsequential to them, what the fuck? Anyway, I can't say for sure, but it seems there won't be a problem even if the contract is cancelled. I won't do something so scary. Like, I literally have an existential crisis about breaking contracts. That's kinda in our blood. Or our mind, I don't know. Miso Soup, is Yogurt important to you? Absolutely, he is my bitch. Right. You must take good care of him, because you said he is precious, okay? Yeah, he's going to be given some treats and shit. Miso Soup, Yogurt. I don't know your parents. I don't know mine even, besides that he's a money-slazing scumbag. But I understand not all children have respectable parents. Children can choose their parents. What I just said is a simple thing, also a thing that is very obvious, so I shouldn't have said that in retrospect. But, because of this simple thing, please do not forget it led you to join Lion. Our glorious nation, you see. I will never forget, O glorious leader of our Shays. First of his name and whatever else titles you have. I have no intention of forgetting either. Rival. That's a promise. Bitches of mine. Vengeance. Okay. Imperial capital, Orgia. After Leon conquered the Empire, the Deputy Prime Minister and the mastermind of the plan to create New Scandinavia, Gereon, was captured and imprisoned. At the same time, Lion conducted a thorough investigation regarding New Scandinavia. Geron's private rooms. Shays and his companions are searching Geron's office and private rooms. It wasn't just a feeling of vengeance which drove them to find and punish the people responsible. They wanted this strategy to never happen again. This is his private room. He seems to be quite a narcissist. Like, what a very hard word portrait of him. Extravagant. Look how big this room is. We are going to catch everyone involved with New Scandinavia, including us. I'll never forgive them, or myself. Cloud, you're having your episodes again. Even though it was called his private chamber, it actually consisted of several rooms and was about the size of a house. A very big house. Like, that room itself is about the size of my house. Just saying. Chase and the others split up to search for clues. It's like a fucking mansion. Fed up with the size of the rooms, she opened another door. Click. Exclamation mark. Chase. What's wrong? Exclamation mark. Oh no. Dots. Should we tell Chloe? We better not. And tell Aunt Collie about this at once. Actually, she's just as psychotic as her children. Maybe that's a bad idea. Hey Chase, there is no trace of any papers about New Scandinavia. Stay away. What's wrong? Exclamation mark. Daddy? Hanging on the wall of the room was the stuffed head of Claw's father. That's very grisly, actually. His body is being found without a head after he was defeated. I got it now. Claw let loose an anguished cry, which was actually very monotone and kinda unsympathetic. And a single tear went down his eye, which is kinda possibly because the room was kinda stuffy. Reindeer? Go and tell Aunt Collie about this. Now. I go and follow Claw in there. So he's not going to do bullshit like trying to eat somebody else's face once again. Also, they fucked up that. See? They fucked the thing up. Just realized. The baldachin. The pillars are clipping. Pillars? The corner things are clipping through the thing. The gold. I got it. Prison cell. Jerome's hands were bound. Why are they still on his fucking person? Cut his hands off! Dude! Anyway, his hands were bound tightly to the wall with shackles. What do you want, kid? I'm not selling drugs anymore to your kind. I'm kinda busy, as you can see. I saw your room. And my dad was there. He was the leader of the Therian troops of Scandinavia and led them to fight against New Scandinavia Development Project. Your project, bitch. You weren't satisfied with cutting off his head, so you stuffed it and hung it on the wall. Indeed. Clown pounced on Garion and stabbed him with his knife. Oh! Holy shit! This time a kid is penetrating me. Oh my. I'm going to skin you alive. I make you feel the pain of my friends turned into fur. Kid, stop, please. I'm begging you. Dots. Wait, Chase, it's definitely what it's going to be. Sorry, but it's looking like. I'm skinning this man. Possibly to make a leather-bound book with his face. I mean, we'll call it the Necronomicon. Also, don't stab me. This is a slap on the wrist for the... No, it's a skinning alive for this bastard. That's more than enough. Chase approached Klaus slowly while urging him to stop with his sword. Drawn. Also possibly a musket borrowed from Lars. I won't stop. And they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming. Clone pointed the knife at Gerard and moved to skin him once again. Chase drew his sword and stabbed Gerard's neck, killing him. Exclamation mark! Chase! Why did you kill him so easily, you fucker? At least cut his hands off. Okay, skinning him alive is kind of fucked up, I understand, but don't just fucking stab him in the neck, at least have him bleed out or something. This bastard had suffered. If this bastard had suffered more, our dad could rest in peace. Chloe, sorry to tell it to you, but there is no afterlife. Who is dead is dead. They are not going to rest in peace or shit. They're just bones now. Or worm food if they are exceptionally fresh. Sorry, this is pointless. You can skin him even though he's dead, can't you also? Yeah, like, isn't that like a little bit more... Sorry, a little bit less hard word. Exclamation mark. Do as you please if it will satisfy you. Dots. But I'm going out because I have more bullshit for today. Sorry, I have more than enough bullshit for today. I don't want to see the cruelty of my friends. Instead, I want to see, like, you know, interpersonal interactions with them. Like, lovemaking and shit. Because I'm a peeping Tom. Not gonna lie. Ah, so that's why you saw me, was watching me while I was dressing up. Class tried to stab Garon's body with his knife, but his hands were weak and trembling. Oh shit, there it goes. Fuck. My psychotic rage ended and I have to wait 240 seconds after it recharges. Well shit. All Clark could do was shed a single tear because he was a psychopathic bastard. And he didn't give a fuck. When Shays left the prison cell, Collie, who had heard from Reindeer, ran up to him. Shays? Is the fucker still alive? Can I see him alive? Aunt Collie, sorry, your son has beat you to the punch? Is that the saying? I'll entrust the rest to you. Yes. Wait, no, fuck. I hoped he's at least left his fucking penis. When Collie entered the cell, she saw Claw was curled in the corner, doing very, very, very inappropriate stuff to his toes. Claw? Oh, hell yeah, you fucking left the guy. Wait. There is still skin on the guy, but he's dead. Mom, I can explain. Collie hugged him and then strengthened her embrace and went. Why the fuck is this guy still is dead? Sorry. Garon has died. Well, to think I'd made my sisters who cast me out on the battlefield. It must be my lucky day. So you're still alive. We never cast you out. You ran away all on your own. Miso Soup, stop being stubborn. If you just apologize, you can come back. And why would I do that? I'm literally the most prominent mage in the fucking Lion faction. That is the main thing on the continent. Like, you are going to die now. Do you realize that? Are you crazy? I'm not the one who should apologize, it's you. If you come begging on your feet, or wait, no, not on your feet, on your knees, or better, on your stomach, yeah. Go, crawl towards me like a slug, begging for me to step on you, then maybe I'm going to apologize. Maybe, if I just don't want to step on you. Of course, when words won't do, so I have to use force. Yogurt! Kill those bitches! Hajime Mashite. My name is Yogurt. You are Miso Soup sisters. I may not look like it, but I'm actually a very bottom. Yes. I do anything for her and to become a man that can protect Miso Soup once a day. Who told you to introduce yourself, you fucker? Just tear them apart already. I'm sorry? What's up with this kid? Is he your boyfriend? Of course not, he's my servant. Alarming amount of dots. Those ones. Is your demon boy? Did you do the sexually deranged? Heh, that's right. So you managed to summon a demon using the sperm of a bull. What? No, I just realized my true power. It's not just about the physical things, Mom. Or wait, no, sister. Woman that was always talking about bulls and other animals that they made out with. But why you are doing this to me? What were they thinking? Yes. I see your true power now, you degenerate. But summoning demons is unforgivable because they are kind. Sorry, out of character. I just noticed that the red thing near her scabbard, there is actually a white thingamajig there. I don't know if the cursor is right there or something. So that white thing is the fucker not making this a PNG and leaving that part as the background color, which is white. Lol. Sis, I will cut you in the ass. Wait a minute, why there specifically? Mina? Summoning demons is unforgivable. That means I need to cut her in the ass. You know it deserves the ultimate punishment of ass cutting now, don't you? I know. Does that mean I will need to shoot her in the ass? Heh. Finally showing your two colors, which is definitely white, like the background color. Embed PNG fail. Miso soup. Will you really fight your sisters? Of course not. I will leave them to the fucking frontal troops that are expendable, like shades. Also, they are just as serious as I am, so get ready. They are definitely going to use meat shields as well. Okay. Yeah, Minna no bullshit and whatever. And there it goes. The war, which has lasted for more than 1,000 years, how, was brought to an end by the Therian troops of Lion. Shays, the leader of Lion, selected representatives of each of the races on the continent and chose the imperial capital of Orgia as the new capital of the unified nation, because it's in the fucking middle of everything. The nation would be governed by a council consisting of selected representatives from each race, as previously discussed. Shays didn't select himself to represent the Therian troops, instead he selected a local lord of Scandinavia and appointed Clow to represent the Therian troops. Why Clow? I mean, he's kind of the nightmare of this land now. The face-eating little 8-year-old, but still. That's kind of a power move that diplomatically a perilous one. Anyway, he wanted to eliminate conflicts between races, and he explained that if they are not going to do what he says, Clo is going to eat their face, and their family's face. Palace of the imperial capital, Orgia. Why am I the representative of Therian troops? I think you should do it. I can't handle national politics like you, my friend. Okay, actually, I'm going to break it down to you. You are there as a threat. If anybody is speaking out of line, you eat their face, okay? I can't handle that either. But if multiples of them are actually going to speak up, I need to eat more faces. My tummy is going to hurt. It may seem impossible, but you have Aunt Collie, right? She can help. She eats faces too. You should appoint my mom to be the representative then. But don't you get it? I need both of you in there, because 2 tummies means more faces to be eaten, so they cannot use numbers against us to speak up. Anyway, if she is the representative, then everyone will only rely on Aunt Polly, right? To prevent that, I want you to be the representative and Aunt Polly to support you, because that is actually going to do something, I think. Of course, Reindeer and I will support you too, and actually we are going to be the ones giving you the orders. It feels like I'm being used as a pawn. You said you would support me, but you and Reindeer are going back to Scandinavia, right? Yes, we are planning our honeymoon, and? Also, we are going to come here regularly afterwards as a regional lord, because we are going to be fucking aristocracy after this. And miso soup and yogurt will also assist you, so you won't be lonely, right? Miso soup as my assistant. So I want to commit suicide. Because I have a very bad feeling about this. It's not like I'd be lonely. Honestly, I just can't play such a big role. Look low. Or actually, close your eyes. That makes you a bit more... not sedentary, but... less prone to aggression, yes. My dad and the other men abandoned the island and ran away to save themselves. Your dad doesn't matter, he's a bitch. You're not like your dad. You actually achieved something, like world domination. You're the last person who would abandon your family and home no matter what. Wow, that's not what I wanted to say. You fucker. Stop cutting into my words, bitch. You are the only one I can rely on. The other Therianthropes are the type of people who abandon their homes and families. And the others are either too young, like you, or psychopathic, like you, or will be my bitches. I just can't do it, bitch. Shaze. I think it's no good to have a system where one person is counted on completely by other people. We need a cooperation to make a system which actually works. Are you describing... Actually, what the fuck are you describing? Like meritocracy? Or just delegation of power? It's not about relying on me anymore. I want you to work with miso soup and yogurt. A guy like me who leads with absolute authority is needed in war, but a peaceful world doesn't need that kind of guy. Then when it's stop being peaceful, I will be summoned once again after a lot of losses to make up for it, and I will have to work with less resources because we had a lot of losses because the guys who were in charge before me couldn't really handle the war things. So yeah, actually this is kind of a bad system, but I don't give a fuck, to be perfectly honest. Don't say that. I don't like reality. It's okay, you can do it. You are the man I relied on, bitch. Alright, I give it a try. Just so you are not going to pester me anymore. Good little boy. Good little face-eating boy. Say Shaze, after patting Claw's head whilst he is looking him dead on in the eyes. City office of Port City. Dots. What? Are you unhappy that I didn't become the representative? No, I'm unhappy because Claw is the fucking representative. Instead of me. Also, I'm worried about him. You can also support him if you are so worried. I think it's a problem if we leave everything to our representative we are concerned. Fuck! Moment, I need to cure my hiccups. Okay, it's out now, so I know all of us will support Claw to achieve our purpose and our goals and our objectives, yes. That we are going to feed him the things that he needs to say and shit, but... And I also know that we shouldn't worry about whether he can do it or not, because it's not really up to him, it's up to us, but... This war made me think. I was faced with hard decisions many times during the war, like, which guys do I send to their deaths? There was definite deaths. I did that a few times, mainly because I was inexperienced. Everyone followed me without complaint, or thought for, to be perfectly honest. Even though my decisions was not always the right one. Actually, most of the times it was the wrong one. I was kind of stupid. I'm still just 12 years old. Sometimes I regret my choices. If I had done something different, more of us would be alive today. So you quit being the position to decide and instead will be a position to support, like a little bitch, such as I. Well, I'm not smart enough to say this is the right answer. If that's true, then no one is smart enough. I don't know the right answer. I think there are many wrong answers, but there isn't always a correct one. Sometimes we just need to sacrifice some people, some child soldiers of ours. Mainly because we didn't have crooks. Actually, the main problem of your leadership was that you didn't rush muskets fast enough. Because with crooks, we could, you know, hire people that are not children. Like the lizardmen, who went through everything and just eat their faces, like Claw. Yeah, you weren't the best leader. Yeah, we'll just have to move forward using trial and error. Yeah. That's all we can do because we are still fucking 12 years old. Great Forest, Austria. Dots. I'm not moving back home. I just want to say this. What do you want to say, you little bitch? Summoning fucking demons with bull's semen in your mouth? First, fuck you, that's not how it went. Second, screw elven rules and traditions. I'm a anarchist. Or something. I'm going to live the way I want, yes. I see, so you are not just a little bitch who summons fucking demons to shag her in the night, but also a traitor who is going to leave their fucking family after they have been beaten in the ass, in the ground, crawling like maggots. Miso soup. That is actually what is happening. Don't do this. If those are your true feelings, then I'm going to resent you. You are being awfully bitchy about this. Summoning a demon is not punishable by cutting someone's ass, you know, nor by shooting them with arrows. I stand to my traditions. Even if it's the death penalty, no one here is going to execute you, right? What death penalty are you saying? Were you actually trying to kill me? I'm a senior officer of the Lion tribe, which is actually now the Lion continent, I guess, which conquered, yeah, everything. We are the continent now. A recently defeated nation can do anything to me, ha ha ha. Hey, miso soup, are you going to do something to us instead? Are we going to be the ones being punished? Heh. Milka, the chocolate, found out you summoned the demon. She rushed to Lady Ethanol to convince her to change the rules. Mina, stop. She wants you to be able to return home at any time. I want you to understand that. Stop doing that. Dots. I gotta go. You are the most two-sided bitch I have ever seen. Okay, take care of yourself and forget about us, especially about the thing we wanted to do to your ass. Miso soup. Are you sure about this? What? Are you saying it would be better if I went back to the forest and sent you back to the demons? Yeah, on second thought, that's actually stupid. I know that. I know that I can't be honest with my feelings. Or everybody's feelings. Or honest in general. I need to lie to live. Miso soup, that's whilst very true, is also kind of disheartening. Sob. Audible sob. I can't be honest with my feelings like you are. Oh. It's okay, miso soup. I also lie sometimes too. I'm sure the day will come when you can be honest with your feelings, or at least with your words. Wow, Luigi. I'm always on your side, mainly because if I live 10 meters of you, I start disintegrating. Wolf's house. Dead. Son. Do you know where we are going? Dots. We are going to visit Terrier's grave, aren't we? Yes, and you are coming, even if you don't want to, and if you are going to resist, I'm going to put a fucking leash on you and drag you. Okay, we are going to do that. 10 years later, it was a very long walk. Hey, the continent enjoys peace and prosperity now that Shays actually reached the fucking grave. Shays become the lord of Scandinavia and focused on the development of the island and coexistence with the other races because they are actually delicious. Shay's house that was Wolf's house previously. It is so peaceful. Now that we are 22 years old and we can do the sex now. Yeah, that's good indeed. It's weird that we didn't change reference, but I don't mind. Shays and Rinder were now a married couple with very, very healthy bedside life. Let's just say that. Audible kick. Door opens and another teenage girls enter the room. Her body had grown, but at a glance they know the girl was Layla Princess. Ugh! I mean... okay, the main problem is the eyes, they are off-center. The right eye should be a little bit more downwards. They are actually not following a line. Why am I criticizing art that is better than mine? Anywho, she stared at Shays and Rinder with tears in her eyes. Okay, just one tear droplet. She's actually pretty strong now. There were bruises on her arms as if she had run away from something. Layla Princess seemed to make up her mind and opened her mouth to speak. But Shays stopped her with his arm in her mouth. You don't have to say anything. I know that you are, in truth, a closet masochist. And we are okay to service you. Exclamation mark. Welcome home, Layla Princess. Or should I say, Layla Bitch? Shays spread his arms and Layla spread something else. Then they jumped into bed and cries were heard afterwards. Yes, that is the perfect ending right there. God. I will definitely make a compilation video of the story segments.